That's what
an entrance.
Womp womp.
We're like, where's the music coming from? There's like there was complete silence in the panel, except for the music coming from somewhere. Good evening, good afternoon.
It was me.
It was you. And welcome, everybody, to the Hump Day Chinwag yet again. Episode 29 this time. So we're already hit 29. It is unreal. Who have we just lost?
Oh.
That was
just disappeared. Oh, fuck them. Good afternoon, and hope you're all doing well. Yeah, fuck it. It's all good.
He said offline.
Exactly. And as usual, when we start the show, we always run around the panel, see how you're doing, what you've been up to, and listen to your misfortunes. And with that, we're going to go straight to Smoo because he's feeling a bit rough. How you doing, Smoo? You right?
I got the COVIDs.
He's got the
officially
COVID.
confirmed. I can confirm it. I've got 2 tests right here.
Twins.
You're
pregnant.
Yeah, he's pregnant.
There you go.
Mazel
I'm pregnant.
tov.
Yes. So yep, COVIDs. I'm doing pretty good as I'm running on lemsip and coffee and tea and everything. Yeah. Other than that, living, breathing.
I know.
Still have your sense of taste and smell?
Taste is still good. Smell, I can't smell anything because my nose is blocked all the time anyway. So there's that.
So you're saying it's just like a regular cold.
Do you know,
yeah.
What I find really funny about the whole thing with you, Smoo, is that you go to America and you have a wild time, and then you come home to Germany, and the instant you get back, COVIDs.
That's a sign.
I blame the airplane for that because the air conditioner was busted, and people were coughing around me. So I blame the airplane for that.
Do you know there's an actual fact, because I used to work in the aviation industry, is the aircon, all that, the air pollution thing was better when people were allowed to smoke on planes. Now they just got rid of it, and now the air quality is lower than it is. It's better.
There's a reason for that.
There is a reason for it as well.
Yeah, there is a reason. Yeah. Go on then.
Back in smoking days, and Jack, I wonder if your understanding of this is probably the same as mine. Back in the smoking days, they used to purify the air more frequently. With
the way that cabin pressurization works is the majority of the time nowadays they use recycled air, and they just keep recycling the air. But when people were allowed to smoke, they literally pumped more air in from the outside. In order to keep the cabin smoke down, basically.
All the filters out, all the things that cut cost, and it's just like, somebody gets a cold, you're going to get a cold.
You're all going to get it.
That and some
COVID.
menthols, menthols, cigarettes, actually, that's one of the interesting things. They found out that people who smoke menthols get COVID less than other people.
Oh, interesting.
That's what you get when you...
You know what else they found? People who are unvaccinated get COVID less.
Indeed.
What?
The only time I ever got COVID, I was walking around Seattle with somebody who just got their second injection because we were trying to get to a concert and they wouldn't let us in. And he's like, well, "What if I go get my secondary?" And so the person who was working the door was like, "Sure, whatever." And then when we came back, the new person was like, "I don't care what the last person said. Get out of here." And so I ended up walking around with him for like 2-3 hours, and during that time he was just shedding, and like we were walking around, so like I had like a little bit of like just walk around sweat, and so I'm pretty sure that it was from him shedding and just kind of being in my general field. But
probably
I've got
my smell. It was terrible.
I've got a good story about COVID. The first time I actually came down with COVID was 2019 November. And it was 4 weeks after my brother's colleague came back from Wuhan.
Yep.
Oh.
And the funniest thing is, I came down with it in Denmark. And I was quite ill while I was in Denmark. And I was coughing up all sorts of funky stuff. Specifically Copenhagen. Copenhagen went into lockdown a month later.
Yeah.
With a mass outbreak of COVID.
Surely
I lived in the
right?
I lived in the neighborhood in Seattle, or in Kirkland, Washington, where they had the first outbreaks in America. It was like literally like 3 blocks away from my apartment.
I'm lucky enough to have not got it at all.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club. I've had it a few times. But you don't go outside, Hanayama, so that's fine. Stacey,
I was just about to say that too.
Pretty much.
Boy in a bubble.
on my girlfriend's parents' house today, creeping up leaves in the yard.
You're a bit quiet. Is it just me?
No.
It
Where's
may
this
be.
No,
voice coming from?
it keeps fluctuating.
Do I keep fluctuating? Ooh,
Mhm.
weird. I told you, I had a firm up.
Past
date
transition.
soon, I think.
Detransition.
I'm loving I am kind of distracted by the fingering. Kind of loving it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Fingering is,
Oh, look at them! You just need some olive oil now.
you know, the
Come on,
ironic
man.
part is that this yarn is chunky.
Oh yeah.
Chunky yarn. Hold on a minute. Are you knitting a willy warmer?
Sure.
It looks kind
What's the
of
size
like
of
a
a willy?
sock.
No,
Mhm.
no, that's a bean bag for sensu beans.
Ah, sensu bean.
Sensu beans.
Sensu
Yeah,
bean.
yeah. Willy warmer for the husband. No.
I
It's
thought you were his willy warmer,
I am. He doesn't need one. He's got me.
allegedly.
Oh, look at them.
No, making another glove. Meow.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm working on pattern writing if people are possibly interested.
Are you going to
Okay,
stick
but
some knuckle
anyways, yeah.
dusters over the top of it?
That would be fantastic. Yes.
Mate, that would be wicked.
That would be amazing.
You
Yeah.
know what
We're gonna
I'd
have
like
Fight
to
Club
see?
here.
I'd like
would
to
love
see some knitted wear with metal plates in it, like armor,
That
like
exists.
knitted
Yeah, yeah.
armor.
There
That'd
are
be
some
awesome.
where you have kind of, I think people call them dragon scales. They're like,
Yeah.
about that big. Yeah, and they knit them onto their gloves, and they'll have kind of basically this chainmail sort of.
How
Oh,
big
what's the
were
proper
they again?
terminology
Can
on
you
the
show
back?
us how big you said they were just then with your hand? That's the size of my anus.
Is that way you keep it plugged all the time?
It's pronounced anus.
Anus.
Anus. Abe, how you doing? How's your head?
How do?
You can't put a segue to anus and then said Abe.
No, I said anus. Hey, Abe.
Yeah, he may as well just said, "Hey, arsehole." Hey.
I could have said puckered. Puckered anus.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've got a little scar, but it's healing up well.
You got a little dick too. Sorry.
Lol.
You could physically see that he couldn't hold it in. It was hurting.
It's like, I gotta
Oh
say
my
it.
god,
I
this
gotta
man
say it.
talking about my dick is ridiculous. It's like he's obsessed.
Well, at least they sewed
Maybe.
it back on this time.
Yeah.
Well, that's
well-
why they call him Tom Bye.
Yes. Indeed. But you're right, yeah?
Yeah,
On the
yeah.
road to
Still
recovery.
breathing. Yeah.
You're getting there. Good.
Good, good, good.
He's alive.
Good to see ya. Yanni, how you doing?
Hello, friends. I'm doing good. I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on a little bit of a glove pattern here. I'm using
Pattern,
pine
you
and
say?
cauldrons, stars and stripes yarn. It's not a very good view of it, but
Hmm.
yeah, that I'd share. Yeah, doing more streaming. This whole, being unemployed thing allows me to stream more. So thought I'd actually
Yes, it does.
give that a go. And then Tomby was a fucking saint this morning and sent a whole bunch of people my way, and that was really sweet. And so thank you so much.
It was a good stream.
Well,
I was enjoying it.
I didn't
That game
actually
was
get
awesome.
a notification, and so
No,
the
I
way I
didn't,
was
Jack.
notified was through Tomby.
Yeah, I didn't either. I haven't been receiving notifications from YouTube from anybody.
No,
Except
I just given
me.
up on it.
Weird.
Yeah,
I
I
do
don't
that.
get notifications ever.
It is
so-
strange. They changed their algorithm for some
Yeah.
reason around a period of time that might have affected people's opinion on who they should vote for. And now it's like slowly going back to normal.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a fuck up.
This
yeah.
this is why it's
Bizarre.
important to have Discord servers that track people's YouTube activity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
See,
so
what they
and
don't
some
starve,
fucking
I saw.
and some weird wizard who makes Discord bots.
Indeed.
I'm quite impressed.
Indeed.
I'm quite impressed with that bot. It works really well. Works really well. I
Yeah.
can't wait to deploy it. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it will be hopefully a game changer. Get more people using the FFS more frequently.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Jack, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much. I've been having to take a little bit of a break from streaming due to some, internet issues, I guess. But apart from that, I'm doing pretty well. I've got some in real life stuff that I have to, carry on taking care of, etc., etc. I'm working on some projects in the background as well, so I'm just keeping myself busy and happy to be here.
Good. Awesome sauce. Looking forward to seeing what you got cooking up, mate. Seeing what you got cooking up. Hairy enema.
Meth.
Woo, meth.
Is it going to be blue?
No, that was all
Is it
just
gonna be
made
pink?
up. That was just all made up by the producers of Breaking Bad.
Now, the better question is it regular one or meth prime?
Meth Prime.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Demonetized. It's quite.
And we're off air. Shit.
And deleted.
Mate,
it.
that's only happened to me twice, being taken off air. It's only happened to me twice. Well, it happened. It was this stream during the James Earl Jones tribute.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first time. That was the second time. And the first time was when I was on Vets Talking. And one of the guys got some gun pieces and a receiver out and pointed it towards the screen.
No, so
Yeah, I don't like
Never
that.
point a gun
It was
at
just an
people on
example
stream.
of stuff. But it was just the bottom carrier. It wasn't even a full freaking... Yeah, exactly.
right.
YouTube doesn't
YouTube
care.
being
doesn't
YouTube.
care, mate.
That stream was so fantastic. It
Sucks
sucks
balls.
that YouTube comes in and goes, "No, you can't have fun."
Well,
Yeah.
gay dudes clapping
Bullshit.
cheeks is okay though.
Yeah, right. Yes. Apparently that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shows you the
Hannah
real
Yama.
hypocrisy here.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How's the week been? It's business as usual. It's shitting on people, obviously, as you should. It's shitting on Ubisoft again, just for shits and giggles. But mostly, actually, it's shitting on IGN at the moment. Like, they are the prime target currently. Because first they give fucking Dragon Age a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Then
And
they
then they walk that back.
then they re-review it and bump it down to a 7. But in their re-review where they bump it down and say it's shit, literally the next day they sit there and be like, "Who could have seen it coming?" And everybody's like, "You motherfuckers wrote the first review. You fucking dickheads."
It doesn't
you know,
help
you
that
can't
the
spell,
first Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you can't spell ignorant without IGN. I mean, it's just
Definitely.
It doesn't help that a tranny reviewed it the first time too. So
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care who reviewed it, but somebody approved of the review and put it out, and that motherfucker is retarded.
But the same organization reviewed Penguin and gave it a 5 out of 10.
right.
Yeah,
they also
because
gave Mario and
And that's
Luigi
a great
Brother
show.
shit a 5.
Yeah,
I mean-
because these people are fucking dumb. But in some good news, by the way, because before anybody fucking starts with that shit, I can immediately shut it down. There has been a rumor going around that apparently Shift Up, the company that made Stellar Blade, was considering opening a studio in LA. No,
That's a false report.
no, that's a false report. That's bullshit. So you can all put the torches back down. That's fucking lie.
And
Fake
Shift Up is not working with
Lies.
Netflix. Shift
Yeah,
Up is
so
not
but-
working with Netflix.
Yeah, so before anybody puts up the fucking pitchforks and gets the torches out, that's a fucking lie, and just fucking bury it.
Mistranslation.
Yeah, like if anything that is good and holy, they will never open a studio, like period,
Yeah.
in America. Just not
Be
even
retarded.
just don't. Absolutely fucking don't. But thankfully,
Tencent is
it's
smart
not.
enough not to do it. You know?
Yeah, but thankfully, that's not happening.
No.
So
which I'm
yeah,
kind of glad
one
about.
heart attack avoided.
I'm kind of glad about, because I mean the thing is one thing I'm looking forward to is the Nier Automata crossover.
Oh,
Yes, next week.
May I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm gonna be playing Stellar Blade again. The PlayStation 5 is actually gonna be turned on for the first time in 6 months.
Yeah.
Right.
So by the way, chat. That means next week is no stream because the update comes out next Wednesday. So Tomby is streaming.
No, I'm gonna
There'll be
play
no
it
streams for
whilst
the rest
we're,
of the week.
I'm gonna be playing it once we're streaming, mate. I'll play it in the background. It's fine. I'll just
No,
have it as a third
Just see,
window.
like, nice
Yeah, well,
cleavage.
No,
You
you
play
need,
live
you
commentary.
Need, you need to have the full, like, you need to give the viewers the full screen experience. Like, that's just cheating.
Yeah, I can block you fuckers out. That doesn't matter. I'll put it up full screen. It's all good. It's all good.
You better view
You
anyways.
better.
Maybe we should just watch Eve dance around on ladders and stuff instead. Just do that.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not either. I think that'd be good. I'm getting thumbs up from Jack. I'm getting thumbs up probably from the chat as well. Who wants to see boobs
What's up
bouncing?
this way? Yeah.
Who
there we
does
go.
always?
Like you cannot cheat the audience out of those great assets. That's just unethical. How dare you?
How dare?
Yeah, definitely.
How dare you?
right
Tracy
here.
Reeves always take IGN's rating half, then half that number again. So a 9 out of 10 becomes a 2.25, 10 if correct, and a 7 out of 10 is a 1. Basically, it's shit.
Yes.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Now, the way you should look at it is try and reverse the number. So the easiest way is a 9 out of 10 is actually a 1 out of 10. And just go from it there.
So we
And
live
if
in
it's
backwards
if
world
they
of
give it a
IGN.
5 out of 10, then it's a 5 out of 10. But IGN, they're ignorant, they're ignoramus, just ignore them.
Yo.
Bunch of shit.
Complete fucking idiots.
John Boy, welcome back.
Indeed.
Excellent.
I have returned.
I need this button for John.
So like I'm just tending to my garden, the FFS Discord. I was talking to somebody yesterday about actually getting some merch stuff made up. I'm deciding on what that's going to be. Whether it's going to be problematic white guy stuff or just the FN 2.0 as takeover, and so I'll have
Both.
some shirts and whatnot. Yeah,
Both.
more than likely I'll probably. Well, the nice thing about it is it's going to be like print to send kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
like I don't have to
Yeah.
buy like tons of inventory. So it'll just be, hey, do you want one of these? Go ahead and get it. So so that's really cool. And then I was mentioning before we started. I'm working on something with Scooby Pup to get her YouTube channel up and running, and I'm going to kind of be the guy in the background and be her little tech wizard to help her kind of get her wings and help her fly. So and the hope is that if I can do this for one person, people will actually kind of understand what the whole point of this Discord that I've been doing is about, and start making more use of it for their primary Discord space if they don't already have one, and just keep pushing forward and trying to spread the love and help people with their ability to keep free speech alive. So,
Yes, sir.
Cheers.
indeed.
No, I'm looking forward to it, mate. I'm looking forward to it. I've just dropped Scooby's link into chat as well, guys. Pop across and check out her content. Check out her content. And with that, let's say hello to the lovely chat. Steel Leg of History. Tommy, hello. How you doing today? Be blessed. Be back once I get home from picking up my niece from school, cooking dinner, trying to get rid of this bad headache. You look after yourself, Robert. You look after yourself. Mr. Harvey, the possibility of this idiot doing hard labor on a farm is hilariously poetic. And we're talking about Johnny Somali there, guys. But yeah,
I thought it might have been Keir Starmer.
maybe.
Well, Keir could work on a farm.
It could be anybody. It could be ultimately anybody, but certainly some Johnny Somali news going around. Galadorn, good to see you, my friend. Greg came and went. He's got a poorly shoulder. He's been wanking too much. So we've had to release him and send him home to bed.
I've got.
He came,
How
he
is
saw,
his
he
boyfriend's
plonkered.
dick though?
What?
I said he
What?
came, he saw, he plonkered.
Yeah. We fucking
Damn
did.
it.
And I said, how is his boyfriend's penis? But I said,
Oh, okay. Thank you for the replay.
Tracy Reeves in the house, giving us all the good maths. How you doing? It's massive, isn't it? Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. That was the old one, wasn't
Hey, Tracy.
it? Abe, good to see you. And on the panel, Brother Rick. Hail and chat, you muppets. Crimson Shahado. How you doing, mate?
Shada.
Tracy's on
Crimson
my end
Shada.
daily.
Shut
Tracy's
up.
on my
Shada.
end.
Mm-hmm.
Orion
You gotta say
What?
you gotta say it like Davy Jones, from Pirates of the Caribbean. Crimson Shada.
Crimson Shada. And then do the snort.
Yeah.
Do the snort.
What are you, DSP?
I was going to just about say.
No.
The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
What?
Ori Dan
Yeah,
K.
he's
Good to see you.
grifting. Speaking of him, he's actually grifting people out of money to play Stellar Blade now. He wants 40k to play Stellar Blade on stream.
What?
40k.
$40,000.
He wants to get paid to play something good. No,
Well, he
No,
No, like-
absolutely not.
he's gay. He hates women, but he likes those trannies in games. So anything
Well-
with a sexy woman.
Greg
everyone
just wanted to clarify something in chat there.
What, that he's gay? No, we know.
I am right-handed. he
his
says.
boyfriend's okay.
Pete, heretical nerds in chat.
That's how Pete looks at us the whole time.
David Morris as well. In fact,
What do you mean?
I'm kissing it better right now, he said.
Kissing his.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that either.
I'm getting worried. The second Greg says something, it's like immediately, "Ooh, really? I'm kind of a little bit worried now.
I'll just walk it off if it's all the same to you. You know?
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, he's gonna
Shake it off. Shake it off.
giving it the old Schlurpo treatment.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Classic.
Phenomenal.
Classic,
But
Greg.
David Morris, good to see you, my friend. David Morris celebrates 3 months of membership. Thank you.
Nice.
Round of applause, if I can find an applause button.
Bravo.
Pete's in the house, Crimson Shadow. Ref, good to see you. My pillow fell down.
Hey,
Bastard.
Riff. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, it's magnetized onto the seat. It's magic. But every now and again, I just knock it off with my giant fucking head. Yes, Davey Verse as well. Good to see you. Bacon Sunny. The world sucks, but have a like. It does suck. It sucks massive donkey cock, I tell you. And
That's
so does
great.
Greg.
Wow.
Kenzo, UK. Also, the Jews and Chinese are affected less, according to RFK. Interesting. How you doing, Kenzo? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Because they hang around so
Well,
much.
they paid for the the bioweapon.
Indeed. Ori Dan Kate says Tomby the Spreader. Yes, Master Z's specialist. Definitely.
Oh, that's what he meant. The diseases.
Diseases.
Yeah, it's because I landed in Denmark and fucked them all up.
Well, the Danish love you. That's what they're trying to say with that.
They do. But it's yeah. Daily dysfunction. Haven't had any injections. Haven't got it yet. Knock on wood. Daily, you know full well you're coming down with it next week.
Right, now that you
Now
said
you
that.
jinxed
Passing
it.
it through the,
You jinxed
the
yourself,
screen.
Now you jinxed it.
Uncle Martin as well. Good to see you, Uncle Martin. Grizzle. Good to see you as well. And skipping through most of the names we've now caught up with.
Sensory.
Blood Guilty Gaming. I tell you what, I'm just going to grab Blood's link as well.
Yeah.
I've been watching Blood Guilty more and more during the day. Pop in and see him. Gaming streams. All good stuff. Thank you very much.
Sensu bean, is that like a Japanese Boromir?
You know what the funny part?
Japanese Sean Bean. Yes.
No. No. It's actually worse. It's actually worse.
Yeah.
Is it? No, it
Yes.
kind of works.
Explain. You have to tell it to everybody, honey. I'm going to explain the sensu bean.
The sensu bean is from DBZ. It's a Dragon Ball Z thing where you eat the sensu
Wrong.
bean, you regain your strength.
No, miss.
It's from
wrong.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's a Dragon Ball thing, not a Dragon Ball Z thing.
I
Sensu
know,
beans-
DBZ just came out. God, fuck off.
But that
It's
just
Dragon
came
Ball.
just came out in 1986. What are you talking about, woman?
Just came out of my. No,
Tomby, you know what to
Get more
put.
blurbs.
Tomby, you know what to say.
Knows what to do.
Yeah, Tomby, press that button. You know what to do.
My internet is being a bitch, evidently. So I'm back.
Yes.
Shut up, silly woman.
Fingering is.
Also, can we get some
definitely
clarity? Is what is Greg trying to say? Is this a come on?
It is not a denial. I'm not reading a denial here.
Yeah, I mean, he's not saying no, is he?
It's either that or he's one of these people go, if I sit on my left hand long enough, it feels like another person.
Yeah, the stranger.
That's
Yeah,
why his
stranger.
his arms he's got pins and needles, hasn't he? That's what he's
Gone in
got.
60 seconds. He's been watching Gone in 60 Seconds today, and he thought he was dreaming of Eleanor. He got confused.
He's got pins and needles and a right arm the size of a tree trunk.
Wasn't it his left arm?
That's what. Yeah,
No, I'm talking about Greg.
All right. Yeah, well, so am I. Because he was pointing to this shoulder, being a fanny. So unless he's reversed his video around.
That's how it is with me.
Yep. Bishop, hail panel, hail everyone. How's everyone doing today? Living a dream, Bishop. Living a dream. A very skilled individual here, guys. So if you're looking into videos and things like that, any video editing, intros for stuff.
Yeah.
head over to
And his name just reminded me of the Archbishop of Canterbury. Just
Do you know what? Funny you should say that.
I mean, I think that bishop's opening's on the other side.
It's funny you should say that because underneath Jack's links of stuff that he put in chat, I had priest fiddlers never ! With the Archbishop resigning. So yeah, it's there.
Did you see what he said about his PC?
Oh no.
Chat?
Who be there? I haven't got that far. Shit.
Sorry. I'm fucking things up.
silly.
Shut up, silly woman.
I just burned my PC crying as I add parts. Yeah, but what he doesn't tell you is that he was well overdue an upgrade. He deliberately pissed on his fucking PC. He's like, oh no. And now it's a whole new one.
Well, the question is, did he piss holy water on it?
Oh, of course. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Well, he's a bishop.
Yeah,
so,
it's either that or the tears of children.
you know, tomato.
Oof. I've just got visions of Bishop's opening, just holding up a child and then just giving him a kidney punch and waiting for him to cry over his PC now.
I gotta give credit to Bishop though. After last week's episode, he actually messaged me in Discord. He was like, "Hey, I hope you don't take it personal. I told you that your mic is low." I was like, "The fuck? Of course not."
What a sweetheart.
No,
He's a
thanks for that.
sweetie.
Never be afraid. This goes for anybody that's in chat that's watching any one of the people that's on this stream right now. Anytime any of us have got audio issues, mic, game, whatever, just tell us. We are not
I need to know.
Yeah.
And
We
if
are
you just
not
want to
offended.
ridicule somebody, by all means, do that too.
On my old channel, I did do 20 minutes for anybody, and I was.
You did 20 minutes of what, Greg?
No, talking, mic completely not things, and everybody could hear the game I was playing, but nobody could hear me. And then somebody went. Then I could just see the chat going, "What the fuck is everybody really chatting loads?" And then I was like, "Oh." And I was like, got so excited, I knocked out my lead.
That reminds me of my Dave the Diver playthrough that I did. I think it was part 4 or something. And Dave was like, "Is it just me, or can't I hear Smooth?" And he's hasn't been talking for a whole hour. And I checked the time, and then after editing the footage, it was like 55 minutes of me not talking, but you could see my mouth moving. But the gameplay was still going. I was like, "Oh fuck! I fucked."
This is how often it happens with all streamers. Just check out last week's Baldur's Gate 3. There is no game audio.
Oh no.
Yeah,
none.
Dominique told me afterwards. And the funny thing is you've got dickheads that sit in the back rooms of EV Mux playing blurps, and they don't fucking tell you.
We just thought that you wanted to hear Abe farting a lot.
A lot. Every couple of
We
minutes.
assumed you wanted to hear Hanayama doing Sandstorm all night long.
By the way, which is the funny part?
Idiots.
By the way, which is the funny part? Like fucking last week, these two chuckle fucks are trolling you with blurbs, and then you blame me, motherfucker.
Tell me you're a sibling without actually telling me.
Mike! How you doing, brother? Wolverine Snicket's joined us as well. Bishop, I was going to say, if you need anything, just give us a shout, and we'll see if we can help in any way we can. Whether it's doing a small freaking throne, gifts and go, or whatever, to help you with the cost of stuff, just let us know, mate. We'll throw something together.
Or a cocksock, because we can get some knitted right now on screen.
Did you say a cocksuck?
That's what I heard.
That's what I fucking heard.
I totally heard cocksuck.
Yeah.
Sock.
A quick suck. Oh Jesus Christ!
I mean,
That's definitely
that's kind of a bold move to pull on YouTube, but I mean, there are other hubs that you can take that to that might be more to your liking.
Now the weird thing is, now it looks, if I hold my arms in the right position, it looks like I'm knitting.
Oh wait, yes, there we go.
Fucking dickheads. Yes, I wear a dress.
Wait, it's not working. Hold on,
His
there we go.
hands are bigger than the rest of his body.
Hold on. I can shove me face. Oh no, I'm not going to say that. Wankers, the fucking lot of you. Stasis offering BJs. You heard it here first. Davey Verse, he does.
Best
Well,
jobs.
he not. So
Best jobs, yeah.
Jack's got the titty jobs.
get the best jobs.
Says the
Best jobs ever.
fingering is
Yes. Right.
Best hand
Okay.
job.
Let's get going.
Let's start fucking talking some bollocks, shall we? Let's
Dropping shit.
bring up this. Let's bring up.
What is this word, Greg?
Bampot.
Arr.
Well, what is it?
I don't know.
I don't either.
It's just
Greg is playing.
it's just a name for a fucking obnoxious arsehole.
Oh.
It's
Okay, good to know.
I'm surprised Jack hasn't
Greg.
probably heard that because it's a word that
Yeah,
came
from
from the
Bristol.
Midlands, and yeah, it's just more a Midlands thing.
Yeah.
Never heard of that word before.
But the thing is, I'm from Black
Bampot.
Country, so
From Black Country, okay.
yeah,
We
So
say
you're from
Jack
Mordor, is that what you're saying?
Black Country.
You can't spell Black Country without black. Never mind, doesn't matter.
Funny old thing. You can't
went
get
there.
you can't
You
get
went
one
there.
without the other. You can't get one without the other. Okay, so we are going to be talking
Good
about
start, folks.
our favorite person in the world,
Greg,
Greg.
What? Ubisoft?
Greg Somali.
can we have all opinion about Greg?
Greg
Jesus.
fucking
Can we just
Somali.
talk about Greg for an hour, please?
The roast of Greg.
Yeah, let's
the
go.
roast of Greg. Oh, I was like, yes, I've got a fucking essay ready. Thank you.
He probably fucking has.
Yeah.
Probably
He's got
has.
dossier-
Surprise me at this
dossier
point.
on
Loads
all
of
of us
views.
by now.
No, don't want me there. Cool.
But actually, the German market's going on in Birmingham at the moment, and I thought of Greg the other day because there's a stall full of salt lamps, so I bought one and I'm wearing it up my arse right now. Just
Aw,
The question
solidarity.
You.
the question is, when you turn it on, do you glow in the dark?
yes,
Please say yes.
absolutely.
Nice.
But I
colour is it?
glowed anyway, even without it.
I've got another question for the rest of the panel. When you were kids, did you ever get torches and put them underneath your fingers to see if you could see the bones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Doing that now.
Do you do that in the mirror of your butthole?
knob.
What? Did you do it in your butthole?
He's got his LED light up his chuff. Mate, shocking. Shocking.
That's why they call it the lightning rod.
Ha!
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Just like a pest dispenser.
And we're offline again. Okay, so our favourite individual scum artist
A little
is
lightheaded. That's all.
now facing the potential for 29 years behind bars.
Holy
Well deserved, I should add.
29 years. And not just that, has the potential for being working off his time picking cabbages.
Yeah,
The cabbage image that was
The return of
on
the cabbages.
Mate! Oh, hello. What do you want?
Oh, stop looking at your pussy again.
One of the freaking cats is attacking.
Oh, boo boo.
Go on then. Go up.
Nice sweetheart.
Go up there.
The attack of the pussy.
The
heard you first.
attack of the pushy.
Right.
No,
Are
that,
you
by the
gonna-
way,
you gonna
that is
lie
a
down or
kitten.
what?
That is actually a week-old kitten, that one. It's just Tomby's that small.
Yeah, I'm fucking tiny, I am. And he's... What are you doing?
Yeah.
Being a
Little
cat.
known
God,
fact.
here he comes. Here he comes.
Tommy actually has a bath in a thimble.
No, I'll fucking drown in that, you bastard. That's fucking
Salem
far too
says, I
big.
am the captain now.
It's more like a
And
bob
the-
cap.
My show.
So I just started a poll in my chat. You've got 5 minutes to vote. So if you come over to my side of the stream, you can actually answer that poll for me. I'm not going to say what it is about because you need to see it yourself.
Anyway, this whole Johnny Somali fall off has been fucking fantastic.
Oh, it's
Mate.
great.
Do you know what? I'm actually fucking glad that idiots like this are getting their comeuppance. Look at the fucking pig.
Oh, it's DSP.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck it. I was going to open the door to let Salem out, but he's decided to fuck off out the window instead. Little shit.
100%
Yeah,
voted.
so Johnny Somali finally indicted in South Korea for causing a commotion. So the prosecutors are literally going to throw the book at him at this rate. Formally indicted
They should
without
smack
detention.
him with a telephone book.
Oh, mate, they should do as much as they can. Now, the interesting thing is some of the the charge that we've seen so far, causing a commotion at a convenience store. Authorities have placed a travel restriction on the 24-year-old, preventing him from leaving South Korea while the case proceeds. A spokesman for the Seoul Southern District told AFP he was indicted on Monday without detention for creating a commotion at a convenience store in October. Somali, his name is fucking a load of shit, allegedly confronted. Isn't it? Yeah, Ramzi Khalid Ismail.
Sorry, can I just jump in there? Is that his picture? He's having a bad time.
That's
him
being prison bitch.
Getting rifled with a pineapple at this point, so he could be having a good.
I mean, I think that's probably the reason they did it without detention is so that, like, he thinks that he's kind of getting away with it, and then when he actually gets put into prison there, like, he's going to be disappeared, and that's the last anybody will ever hear from him. He won't live.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it doesn't look very halal.
Yeah. Haram!
Haram! Oh, brother, no! Allegedly confronted a store employee on the 17th of October after she advised him against drinking alcohol on the premises. Additionally, he reportedly made sexist remarks during the altercation. Well, the thing is the more you dig into it, there's a hell of a lot more behind the scenes. Everything from drugs to assault charges and a few other things added to it. But before we go any further, where's my fucking mouse gone? There it is. Uncle Martin with the mountain bike with the 5 gifted Tomby memberships.
Thank you, sir.
Indeed.
Psychotic Mongoose gets
sweetheart.
Psychotic Mongoose gets 1. Dan A. Alex Darby.
Wayfarer.
The Wayfarer.
Yay.
Wait, didn't he get one? Yes, I thought you got one yesterday.
No, he gifted. He gifted 199.
Yeah.
And
He did, yeah.
Zombie Box Reviews gifted a membership as well. Thank you very much indeed, Uncle Martin.
Yay.
That's incredibly generous of you, my friend.
Oh, so very much, mate.
So very much. I love you, I do. Yes, nice.
Oh my god, the Zombie Box Review do zombie movie reviews. That'd be quite
Yes. Have you ever seen Zombie Box's content?
No, put it in the link. God, awesome. The zombie movie.
Seen Zombie Box's bot.
Oh, that's
The question is it
a growler, isn't it?
is it an angry growler?
Look at my growler.
There you go. Zombie Box Reviews
11
is
cases.
the channel.
Nice.
The channel.
Nice.
Let me get rid of that as well. Let's hide that out the way. So Zombie Box Reviews. I'm going to grab the link. I'm going to drop it into chat as well. Everybody should pop across, give some support. That's what that's what part of my channel's all about anyway. And the rest of the guys are exactly the same. We all come up to support each other. But yeah, pop culture commentator, enjoys movies, TV shows. Also a big fan of Star Wars and Doctor Who. Probably not the most recent stuff, though.
Probably not.
Probably not the recent stuff. Let's go back to Johnny Somali. But Uncle Martin, thank you very much, Adita. So, known for his controversial content, has drawn widespread criticism in South Korea for various stunts, including a recent incident where he kissed and danced near a memorial statue for Korean comfort women, victims of wartime sexual slavery by Japan. Somali's actions at Seoul's Changdong History and Culture Park sparked backlash after being posted in. Mate, do you know what the funniest thing is with this bell end is how the South Koreans were all out hunting him.
They made him public enemy number 1.
Hunting him.
Oh yeah,
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. Get his ass
I was
beat down.
enjoying. I've been enjoying all of the ass beating streams. Like I've almost been like so turned on by them, just watching them religiously, like fapping off to seeing Johnny Somali getting his face beaten. Because I've been fantasizing about him coming here to Birmingham. I want him to come here to Birmingham. It's like, please, Johnny.
Just wait 30 years.
If you get out, if you get out of Korea, come to Birmingham. You'll be safe. I promise, mate. You'll be safe.
But the thing is, full well he's not going to come anywhere where he's likely to get his face panned in before he even gets off the plane. Yep. I mean, the freaking air stewardess would probably give him a fucking kick in.
FAFO.
The thing is that every time he gets his face panned in, right, he's like, oh, police. I'll call the police. It's like, mate, motherfucker, call the police. They've got to fucking get here first, okay?
Yeah.
By the time they've got here, I would have smashed you to fucking bits. I want it so badly. Please come here, Johnny. You heard it here first. If you see me in the news, it's because I battered the fuck out of Johnny Somali.
Do you know? Yeah.
Is that West Midlands slang for angry wank again?
Yeah. Battered the fuck out of
Angry wank.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
Do you know what, Jack? When you say that, there's just one thing that it reminds me of.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of heat time! Boom size, ready.
The thing is as well, I will rape him too.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
demonetized.
And that is true, Uncle Martin. He won't last 10 minutes in Bulgaria. Nope, not even close.
No.
He won't. And go to any hardened country that's. The thing is, he's deliberately targeting places like Japan, Korea, and things like that because he's expecting them to be more lenient because the people
They're so
are
polite.
more lenient. Correct.
They're polite, very polite countries. Like Japan is a very polite country, and that's what he's relying on. He's relying on their niceness, on their politeness. You come to a place where there is no politeness in that sense. Like you fuck around and you find out.
Yeah.
And realistically, he made the mistake of going to South Korea and doing that because he obviously thought that it was going to be the same as Japan. And he was very sorely fucking mistaken.
Koreans don't put up with shit like that, though. That's the difference.
That's why they have the phrase "don't mistake politeness for weakness." You know, like and he is now found out.
I mean, if you think about it, he went to a country where every adult male had at least 2 years of military service and decided to play fuck around and find out. Mm-hmm. That man is an idiot.
Peak retardation right there.
Yes.
Yeah. You went full retard.
Never go for a retard.
Went full. This up as
I want to run up. I'm live. If I wasn't scared, I wouldn't be live. I broadcast my live location every
You
day,
run away
every
as
night,
soon as
bro.
somebody points a
I don't
camera
care.
at you,
Come
you
get
fucking
me.
chode.
Come get me!
As he says with the bandit on his head.
Ready, fight.
Ready?
I love the Smash Brothers font there, right there.
Yeah,
That's lovely.
and
Nice.
I'm gonna link to the original video here because it's really well done. Really well done. I don't know why I clicked on ref. Bugger off, ref. Right, there's the original link.
I was going to say, I can't wait for Steve Inman to do a video of it.
Yes.
Please.
Like, he needs to do a compilation of all of his ass whoopings in one video.
Yes.
What's up?
Do you hear him in the background? Ah! It's just fucking amazing.
And this
And
guy
you've got-
here with the fucking with the sword, right? He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
do
know,
fuck all with that sword.
With the and the thing is, the guy's like, "What are you fucking going to do with that?" And gets it off him. Oh, mate, fuck you retarded.
What the fuck is that sound?
Mate, the guy is fucking legendary.
Is that Philip Chan?
It could be Philip Chan's cousin.
Spotted in the wild.
And it's
The
just
best thing was when he was in Japan. There was this guy following him around with a motorcycle. And he's like, "You want to fight, bro? You want to fight?" And he's like, "No, man, no."
I'm guessing. Like, you've got to back it up. If you just back it up 2 seconds, you don't want to fuck with somebody who has to wear them baggy trousers these days, unless they're MC Hammer, because they need that flexibility with their legs movements. That's the thing. You
got
need
balls
to
of
avoid
steel.
that. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Unless he's doing hammer time, walk away.
yeah, because he has got freedom to move there. Has anybody watched airsoft games?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And you see the S. These are the hits. Perfect out of airsoft.
You
Why is that grunting?
I know, right? What is this, like, growling?
So the grunting is because they're wrestling,
Yeah.
basically in the
That
fire.
is, and that's something
Wrestling
slipped in.
some way.
Yeah,
Mate, there was
that's
definitely
great. That's
a finger in
Greek
the bum.
naked wrestling.
There was a finger in the bum. There's got to be.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Is he the Korean Al Gaib?
I love this guy.
But yeah, really good video. You want to watch it. I'm just gonna skip.
Well, he gets -1 point for wearing a Dodgers shirt, though.
Oh yeah.
-1 ESG.
They are the world champions. Only
Doesn't
played
matter.
in America.
Doesn't fucking matter.
So I think of where it is. It's,
Most popular in Japan.
this is where he does his fly kick.
You know you done fucked up if the Korean media makes it public enemy number one.
Right?
What's up?
He thought he would get the same treatment as in Japan, right?
And while this Korean is kicking them, he's specifically saying this is about Johnny violating those comfort woman statues.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
As he
was
should.
fucking
As they should.
disgusting.
Fuck
100%.
He knew
100%.
exactly what he was doing, and that guy's a piece of shit.
I'm trying to
didn't
find where
the
he knocked the
didn't the
fuck out.
Korean media censor the video as to not show the faces of the people that got him?
That's
Yep.
correct.
And that's the
actively
funny
showed
part.
his face. They actively showed his face. That was the best thing.
Yeah, it sounds like there might be some more to that. I haven't confirmed this, but something about how that's just how their media works. I don't know exactly on details,
No.
but I've heard both that it's because the media wanted to show his face, like go get this guy, and then protecting the people that actually did the crime. But I also heard that maybe there might be some standard policy going on there too. So.
Well,
so
in
he-
fairness,
Just
he
wanted to
acted
point
like
it
a
out.
fucking cunt in public, so he actually got what he fucking deserved, didn't he?
Absolutely.
And so the way that news broadcasts in Korea usually go is they only show the face of the person that committed the crime, meaning they did not see the Koreans beating his ass as the people committing the crime. They only saw him as the guy committing the crime. That's why they showed his face, but not anybody else's.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Which, by the way, which is also very funny because he did the apology tour. So he did his public apology with some of the Korean people, and he did this before. And one of the Korean streamers specifically got the video when he apologized in Japan, and then the second he was on the plane leaving Japan, did a stream immediately talking shit again, and they are using that as evidence in court.
Yep.
Well, I mean, just because you apologize doesn't mean anybody has to forgive you. You know, you
An apology
you're
from this
sorry
guy
till the
doesn't
end
mean
of the
jack
day.
shit.
Yeah,
No.
Words are cheap.
Doesn't mean divvy shit.
Can we start referring to stuff that people like this put out as content?
Content, yes.
No, night.
Nice.
Night, bitch.
If you dye your hair blonde as a black guy, you have serious problems, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, it makes you look like a pint of fucking Guinness.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if he had ginger hair, he'd be a Duracell battery.
But he used one.
Yeah.
What is he?
So
What
this-
is the
that-
Dragon Ball
this was
equivalent
the-
with the red hair again? Wasn't that Super Saiyan God or something?
No. That's Android. That's Android 16. That's soulless
But
bastard.
yeah, Android 16 is more proper.
No, that was
gender, but
was a Goku with red hair. I
yes,
remember
the
that.
Super Saiyan God. Yeah,
That was Super Saiyan
Yeah,
God. see?
which is
that was the first level.
Yeah,
So
which
the-
is
the other thing-
also technically false, but
The other thing that he was also getting charged for was the use of an AI video.
Oh, the deep fakes, right?
Yeah, with
that's
the
what they
deep
want to
fakes.
nail him on.
yep.
Yeah, correct.
Needless to say, folks, if you do deepfake videos with porn content, you're a special piece of shit.
Yep. And
Well,
Little
the
Minds
thing
does-
is-
I do it with Tom Bees.
Yeah, he does
Well-
it. Does it with me. He fantasizes about me daily. Let's face it.
But the reason why
Can't blame him.
they're
So
trying to
sure.
get him on it is because there are
Sexy as fuck.
specific laws against using deepfakes for pornographic material or
Yeah.
things like that in South Korea. So
Yep.
There are
Yeah,
four
he's,
in the house.
Yeah, bro.
Simon
We
Phoenix.
summoned him.
Yes, Simon Phoenix did have blonde hair.
Yep.
Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
Or is it just me?
It is pretty cool. Yeah.
No, it's not.
They're missing
I've got a
Teddy
space
Well,
bear.
motherfucker,
battery,
you're
so-
taller than me and you don't have COVID, so.
Yeah, but I also don't feel cold, so get shafted.
Well.
I don't know whether anyone saw, but the Legal Mindset had been talking about the fact that he had his passport revoked by the, or he had it confiscated.
It has been confiscated.
He put out Johnny Somali's recently put out a new video with him holding a passport, and Legal Mindset did another video saying this confirms that he had his passport revoked, because if you look at the passport that he's holding, it's a purple passport and it has the words emergency passport on it. So the US Embassy have issued him an emergency passport.
Legal Mindset actively encouraged people to contact the US Embassy. Even though it's that's not actually something he should do on stream, but he did anyway.
I want to punch him in the fucking face just for wasting one of those shin cups.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
No shit, right?
Especially wasting it in a fucking convenience store where some
he did work out.
Gotta fucking clean it up.
DB.
The best thing was when he was arrested in Japan when he was screaming racism towards the Japanese police. Mate, the Japanese police don't give a fuck about your race. You've been acting like a proper cunt, and you ruined race relations between Japanese and black people for the rest of our lifespan. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but he's
DB's in the house as well. Good to see a DB.
DB.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's still gonna get the short end of the stick in Korea. And it's gonna be funny.
Hope
as
somebody
fuck.
shoves soap up his ass.
He'll eventually I was gonna say eventually he'll get the long end of the stick, but he'll be a popsicle.
Oh, John, he's going to be
he's gonna
jailbait
passed
Johnny for the
around.
rest of his life.
He is going to be
jailbait
passed around.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
gonna-
most controversial
he's-
moments as live streamer may face up to 10 years. That's actually increased to 29 years, possibly.
That's too little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Again,
really
it's up to
Jailhouse
29.
currency.
Always remember, it's up to 29, and the number might even go up higher.
Yeah.
They're just racking up the charges against him, as they
The,
should.
the thing is, they really need to make an example out of him, because otherwise you're going to get this more across. You're going to get other people coming into the country and doing exactly the same.
And even if this doesn't like stop other YouTubers or other content creators from doing this, at least he got it.
Yep.
Because he's a cunt.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm glad he got fucking knocked the fuck out more than once as well. Oh, hello, Cosmo. Little shit. It was also reported that he has travelled on public transport, singing and playing music loudly, ignoring requests to stop. That's just antisocial behaviour.
That's what he did in Japan too. He even played hentai on the train.
Yeah, but that's
It's
normal.
like the worst thing to do.
Or the disrespect, because I mean, let's face it, these countries, a lot of the countries in Hanayama, you'll agree, they are built on honour and respect. Their whole system is built on honour and respect of everybody else that's around you. I mean, fucking Japan, isn't it the first 7 years? You don't actually learn anything, language, learn math, science, and all that shit. You learn how to actually interact with people and be polite.
Yep.
And then you get this fucking arsehole who fucking doesn't know his arse from his elbow coming into a country and just being a general cunt. Andy Matthews has got the best idea so far for the £2 super. Can we get a mod of him? Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yes.
Someone's gonna.
Then you'd have to buy the
It's gonna be
game.
DLC.
Then you'd have to buy that game, though.
Find the biggest bitch in the fucking game and mod it to be Johnny Somali.
I mean, that'd be the only way that they could probably get people to pay for it. But that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but here's the thing, you don't. Yeah, but here's the thing, you don't do that in Assassin's Creed Shadow. You go back into any of the old Assassin's Creed that has a lot of like fucking just trash enemies that you just body over and over and over, and then mod this motherfucker in.
Yeah.
Easy.
Cool. Got rid of the cat. I had to open the door and let the cat out. But yeah, it's also But so what we know so far is that his passport taken away from him. The indictment has started, and they're actually building up a bigger body of evidence. And I'm really hoping that he gets hit with the 29 years, if not more. Now, the funny thing is, I was listening to Legal Mindset, and he was playing a video or a recording of him with other people on Discord, all about trying to flee the country,
right,
without the passport.
Yeah, best of luck.
Go
with that,
north, mate.
Go
fucking north.
Yeah. It's your
Great.
best bet.
When you hear the boom, that means the suffering is over.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like you want to be gangster? Go north.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please.
Go north.
Hanayama.
Be gangster there.
Hanayama, remember what happened to people who tried to flee Eastern Germany?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, be gangster. Go north.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that if he does get convicted, that like a Brittany Griner sort of situation's going to form where
No.
people are going to in the US are going to.
Nobody gives a fuck about Johnny.
Yeah, but no one cared really about Brittany Griner, but.
Yeah, but
she was in the Olympics.
Okay. So main difference. Female athlete, and this is garbage, useless asshole that nobody cares about.
Nothing of value will be lost.
Female.
Like anything,
it's more the
thank you letter.
What'd you say, Joe?
I said, if anything, they'll get a thank you letter.
Yep.
I wish he did this. To be honest, I've been trying to fucking find this for ages, and I've just found it. And this fucking always makes me laugh. Share this tab. Have you seen this?
Ah, the border hopping, isn't it?
Oh,
I
mate,
think I've seen this.
Oh, this
glorious.
is so good. This is so good.
I'm in Canada. I'm in the United States. South Korea?
Glorious.
South Korea?
Yeah.
North Korea.
Classic.
Mate, absolutely fantastic. I really hope you do try and do that, Johnny. Good luck.
By all means.
You're gonna fucking need it.
In Minecraft.
But what countries does South Korea border? Apart from ocean,
North Korea.
Countries?
It's the only one.
North Korea.
It's the only one.
So, like, how does he expect to?
He was
proxy by
thinking
then?
about going south across the water.
Yeah.
To a different
learn to
country.
swim.
Yep.
It's on par for a Somalian.
What, is he just gonna? What, has he got his own rubber dinghy or something?
Log to float down the river.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but what is the island's south?
It is the edge of Japan.
That's what
Is it edge of Japan? Is it?
Yep.
And he's banned from there.
Yeah, so it's like
I'll keep swimming.
No, where the fuck
Can
are
you
you gonna
imagine?
go, dude?
Yeah. They'll
Yeah.
recognize him and then send him out east. Straight into the middle of the
No,
Pacific.
his great escape plan would be go from mainland Korea down to Jeju Island.
Yep.
Go from Jeju Island to Japan because they will just deport his ass back to America.
What's south?
Well, I was going to
We got
say,
any-
is there not
Taiwan.
I was going to say, is there not an American embassy
Wanna go
or
down?
army
They gave him
base
an
in
emergency
South Korea?
passport, and that's all that they're like it's on you, buddy. Nobody cares. Like
Well,
nobody wants him back.
I'm just thinking to myself, are there any other embassies that he can go to where he can apply for
nobody's gonna help-
asylum?
Nobody's going to help this guy. Nobody's
No,
going to help this guy.
that's what I mean. Like his best idea would literally be go from mainland South Korea to Jeju Island, go from Jeju Island to Japan, get caught in Japan because they will literally just deport his ass back to America.
No, they won't, because he can't prove his country of origin.
Oh.
Now, what
So
they
he
might
will
do
get-
Yeah, but here's the problem. Because Japan already kicked him out, they know he's from America.
They can totally legally ignore any precedence that's come before it.
Yeah, they can, but
irrespective of the fact that they've kicked him out already, he hasn't got a passport. He cannot prove who he is.
Yeah,
No,
but
they can play
Tommy, wait. Yeah, but Tommy, we know this. That's why I said that's his plan because he's an idiot.
Well, yeah.
They're going to dump him on the island in the middle of nowhere, just like he did with Napoleon, and then just leave.
Bonaparte.
No, but because I'm pretty sure that's his grand idea. It's like go to Jeju Island, go from Jeju Island to Japan because they will just kick him out again. That's his great plan. He doesn't know that that's not gonna work, but I'm pretty sure that would be his best idea because he's an idiot.
It's the only logical way he could probably do it. He could probably get a boat across to Qingdao. Across to China.
He can get a good boat in the UK. Everybody else fucking does.
Looking at the options that he's got now, he's not getting out of there unless he goes north. He's not going to cross the ocean. He's not going to get out of there. No one in Korea is going to aid him. Okay. Nope. And so he's either got to go north, and that's a long fucking way as well to go north, I suppose. And they're not gonna. He's got no way out. Basically, he's either got to face the music of the prosecution, or that's it. Basically, that's all he's got. That's the only option.
Oh no!
He'll be fine. It's known that Asian men have got small penises. He'll be fine in prison.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
What?
You know, there was an ongoing gag at one of my previous jobs with some of the
not from a Chinaman.
Filipino women. They would say, when you're going down on a Filipino man, make sure you don't sneeze because otherwise it's going to come out your nose.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't make this up. I am
silly woman.
Oh dear, I
was going to say about dental floss.
May flossing.
I'm gonna say nothing to that one.
It's all a fucking trap.
The worst thing that could happen to Johnny is like he tries to like escape to Japan, and then he's got a rough scene. Actually gets to China, mainland China.
Yeah,
China.
I fucking hope he goes to China if he manages to escape, because they don't have a tolerance for this shit.
He's not going to escape.
Yeah, you know what would be really funny? He does the border game of literally just crossing the border to North Korea and then just camp there, and then Border Patrol just kicks him back over to South Korea.
Look, it looks like a small distance on a map, right?
Yeah.
But the size of that sea is fucking enormous. It went from Calais to Dover. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking huge, even between South Korea and Japan. So, like, the closest point between, like, Japan and South Korea, that's a fucking huge distance.
And let's face it, he's not going to go across to China because reasons.
Yeah.
One, they don't like fucking.
He's not going to escape. No one's going to help him.
No. The best thing that can happen to Johnny is he's been stuck into a washing machine and comes out as a white guy. If he goes to China.
Happened to Michael Jackson, didn't it?
I got that reference.
You've seen that advert? Yeah, that's a great advert.
Yeah.
Yep.
What advert is this?
You've not seen it? Oh my! It's like a detergent. It was for.
It was from years ago.
Oh, no, it was like from 2004 or 7 or something like that. It was like early 2000s. It is still on YouTube, by the way.
Brilliant. It is literally.
Oh right, okay, yeah. It's a Chinese advert.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, mate, that's amazing.
Allegedly, the black guy didn't know he was actually playing the part of this. Like,
oh, really?
Nice.
That's even funnier.
Oh.
That's even fucking funnier.
Let's watch. It's catcalling. Oh, it gets better.
Yep.
Yes.
There you go. So glorious.
Classic.
Yep, that's an internet classic right there. And people claim Americans are racist, right? And people claim Americans are racist. There you go.
That is so like,
China.
China.
That was
China.
so racist.
Racist, yes.
Slide
Very
lies, you
racist.
click.
Oh my god.
Let's get some. Right, okay. Who wants to talk about their topic next?
I mean, I didn't really have any topics to talk about. I just posted them in that chat because I wanted people to be aware of them. But I know that Ubisoft have been sued, and I'm sure that Hanayama-san's going to want to talk about that. The only other thing was the Archbishop of Canterbury. Was he the Archbishop of Canterbury?
Yeah.
Anyway, he's been he's resigned after covering up for some diddlers in the church, basically. So, and people have been going on about it on Twitter for ages. You know, like he should resign, or he should be sacked. This and that. And lo and behold, it has happened. I mean, you cover. People don't like that shit. Okay, people don't like PDF files, and people don't like it when you cover a forum. And
You know what I hate most about PDFs? When the quality is shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And the quality and the majority of PDF files is bad.
Probably not the same.
I know. I was talking about actual PDFs for a change, not the PDF files. You know?
Oh my god.
I don't really want to think about PDFs having quality.
No. I also looked at this giant whiskey barrel and thought that would be Johnny Somali's ass after a few weeks.
Well, that's going to be his ass in jail. So.
You'll have a loose bunghole.
Fuck yeah, he's going to be brewing some fucking prison.
I need TP for my butthole. I need TP for my bunghole.
He's going to have an asshole like a wizard's sleeve. Like a hippo's yawn.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Like the Japanese battle ensign.
If Korea is done with him, you can use his asshole as a fucking kimchi oven.
I mean, he is going to be prison currency. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be tossed around and traded so many times over the next 29 years.
Sorry.
So that's what I get paid for. I just make jokes.
Incidentally, his butthole's going to look like the flag of Japan.
Yep, that's the Japanese
red and white.
Yep, red fucking spot.
Right. Yes.
I just wonder, right, how many Archbishop of Canterbury's is this going to happen to?
Yeah, right, exactly. You know that.
It's like this is how they retire.
Yeah.
What you saying, Yanni?
Yeah. Oh, just that. Yeah, there's this one, but you know that there's a whole bunch more. Like what? Okay, so what did you do, sir, to piss off the establishment? Because that's really why. I don't know. Maybe I'm being really cynical, but my understanding is the reason that this is being handled, that this is being shown, is because you probably pissed off somebody in the establishment. Because there's. Yeah, there's a whole lot of structural. Oh my god, my camera!
But also in the church, he's not very liked. He has been a political gain in Westminster for a long time. So them to get him out, he's not a very popular archbishop. So let's say that he's had a little finger in the pie holes, and then he let other people have a little finger in.
Yeah, like he's going to get asked, why did you get fired? And he's going to be like, oh, the same reason that the previous 15 ones have.
I mean, the thing is, this is a culmination of things, isn't it? I mean, let's face it, we've all known this shit's been happening for fucking centuries, and fuck all's been done about it. At any point in time, fucking nothing's been done about it. These guys come through, they're aware of it, they cover it up, they get fucking sacked. Some other bellend comes in a couple of months later. Same thing happens in 10, 15 years. The same fucking position, covers it up, gets fucking sacked, rinse and repeat.
It's like a fucking Hydra, isn't it?
It is.
Well, you cut one head off and another one appears, right? That's basically how this works.
It's religious sympathy silence.
Correct.
So, like, you get away with things because of a religious status. Oh, but they're in the church. oh,
And
they're a
then-
Muslim.
and
Oh,
anybody that
they're
does
a
that
fucking
is
Jew.
complicit.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you hide behind your religion. You tend to get away with things a lot more than if you don't, because apparently you're more morally superior.
You get away with a lot of things.
We
when you
know
have certain
we know
ideology.
this is happening, and anybody that sweeps it under the rug or just stays silent and stum about it, you are fucking complicit in it. You're
Yes.
allowing it to
Yes.
fucking carry on. And how many
Yes.
fucking, and it's mostly the boys, let's face it, it's mostly the boys. How many males' lives are being destroyed by the constant silence? It's about time
know-
you fucking wood chipper the fucking lot of them.
You know why choir boys have partings in their hair? It's our little secret.
It's our little secret. That's exactly why. And why do you think they can fucking reach so high a fucking pitch?
Note. Mhm. But the point is that like it was undeniable that the person that had committed all the offences had done so, and so they've been prosecuted. The reason why he's had to resign is because of the tremendous pressure that he's been put under by the public, because of the fact that he helped to cover it all up.
Not the Labour
it's the
government,
covering
not
it
the
up,
current
that's the problem.
Labour government should have said fucking something. Yeah, like it was the public that made this happen, not the current guy. Oh no, this is a church matter.
And
Sorry,
not the
it's
church themselves either.
Is it not a Church of England? Is it not a public matter? Ooh, let's just fucking think about that. Is it not?
I don't know.
concern
The
to
Anglican
public?
Church is
Yeah.
becoming far more and more degenerate as they go along. They're
But
talking
you can
about.
say that about most religious entities nowadays because we're more close, as you say, with the idiots who are actually in them and it's like that. But how the sitting government didn't go, oh, this is the head of the church, who represents the king, and they went, oh no, it's a matter for the church, and fucking back down like a bunch of pussies. Well, he ain't got fucking balls, has he? So he is a pussy.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it stands to reason that everyone else is involved in it. You know what I mean?
100%,
All
yeah,
of those,
yeah. Oh, yes.
all those people are involved in it in some way.
Yeah, right? No shit.
Yeah. It's like resign. Why? Because this could fucking open up the fucking Pandora's box.
Exactly.
Because then people who are in their 80s, 70s, who, you know, who've got some power still, don't want this leaking.
Yep. And how many
'Cause
fucking
you guarantee,
how many
like, all these
skeletons
churches-
in the closet are there?
Yeah, but I say you can guarantee all these people who are in the church, what they don't have their masons, their politicians, the governors of a school, blah blah blah, whatever it is. You know, I had my old football one. The chairman of the football club was doing it. The kids, you know, like it happens, right? But they've all got one thing in common. They've all got a little bit of power, and they don't want to lose it.
Fucking hell, even Greg's responding.
Oh shit.
He's doing this with one hand, of course. He's doing it just like that. I'll use my other arm.
Maybe he's using text to speech.
No, he's building
or the other way
something
around, using
Conan.
like a
ChatGPT,
like talking to
because
someone.
it makes
ChatGPT.
sense. Incremental corruption is the devil's lettuce plan for all religious religions. Seems to be working.
Can you say that in a Bristol accent, please?
No, I can't sound gay. Abe, can you step in for us? Can you do that?
What?
You got to say that in a Bristol accent. please.
Incremental corruption is the devil's plan for all regions, mind. Seems to be working.
Conehead. You sound like a conehead.
Arr.
You guys
She
are
said
amazing.
R at the end. Arr.
Fucking R like a fucking pirate.
Arr.
I'm sure that's what fucking Nigel Farage just did when he laughed.
That's why pirates are called. They sound like pirates because Disney. they
Wait
were
for
the first
Nigel
pirate
Farage
ones.
in this video.
Arr. Dun dun dun. Arr. Arr.
Funny thing, Nigel Farage was actually at the party when Trump was
Yeah, he
actually announced to be the winner of the election.
Yeah,
That's
because
right, yeah.
He's
Florida.
now the most populous social media politician in the UK, and they're getting pissed off the establishment. Oh, unlucky.
DB there. Look at Yanni yarning away.
Awesome. Hi, DB.
Spinning a yarn.
How's your glove coming?
Spin it.
I've just posted in the private chat a little clip that was put together from my appearance on Beelzebub the Saturday just gone.
It's not you wanking again, is it?
No, I
Again.
actually watched this. It's actually quite amusing. Let's
What,
put this
are you
up.
wanking?
Yeah. Well, it's only small.
Get it up.
You've got to support the small guys. Where is it? Let's share this tab instead. Let's go full screen and let's have a little bit of the aid.
Scary.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug for Beelzebub.
Yep.
Indeed.
And funny old thing, I would have been on there as well, but I had to take the dog to the hydrotherapy.
Yeah. King Charlie.
That fucking guy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He was definitely. And
I know, huh? Him and Klaus Schwab, their little love affair.
Because, Chuck is just Klaus Schwab's butt boy anyway, so.
They got all that power after the kind of turnaround. They did nothing for it. Like,
not at all.
Pills? There's pills for that.
That's so mean. Maybe he has like whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a close up of his?
Oh yeah, I saw it forever. Yeah.
For real.
Yummy.
Yeah, these are like tree trunk. I don't think he's taken a single ring off his for about 4 decades because there's no way he could get them off. Pills? There's pills for that.
I know.
And treatments. There are other treatments too. My father-in-law had a similar problem, and they actually will drain out of you if they need to.
Don't be mean to our king. Come on.
Gosh, I feel so bad for him.
Sausage fingers.
The sausages.
I mean,
what the shit?
Oh my god.
The bleeping makes it so much worse.
That was amazing.
The bleeping makes it so much worse.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
So anyway, a paedophile apologist has been ousted from the church again. Next topic.
Great segue.
All right.
Next topic. Right. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Pick one. We have
I got nothing this week, so y'all can go whenever.
Hold it. What's your poll? What's your poll ended on?
Oh yeah.
It's I should actually end it. It is on 90%. Let's end it. Let's see the results if we can actually. Like, why isn't it showing? It was 91% yes. It's 91% yes.
So what was the question for the people who are on Tommy's channel?
Did Greg actually furiously masturbate? Yes, wrong hand, and no.
Yes.
So the final results are in.
Yes.
It was 13 votes. It was 84% yes, 15% wrong hand, 0% no. That's a very resounding answer right there.
Greg's having a wank.
To the Trump effect. This is something we also spoke about on Beelzebub.
The Trump effect.
Mm-hmm.
The Trump effect.
Right, I'm just going to start a poll on my side as well. There's another poll going on Tommy's channel, so you don't feel left out. And it is Greg Legay. First option is yes. Second option is yes. And third option is probably.
He put properly. It's only one right answer.
Yeah, that third one was just a joke.
Yeah.
Someone was shouting something out then.
Why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Oh, I just realized there's a dimmer on my light.
Keir Starmer looks like an angry lesbian in that clip on the bottom that you're showing there.
Keir Starmer is an angry lesbian.
Well, that is also true.
You want this one, Abe?
Yeah.
Right, stand by.
Let's see.
Who keeps voting?
Trump's not even president yet. Have you?
Just to piss you off.
Anytime someone speaks, I'm going to have to rewind the video.
Donald Trump's not even president yet. Have you seen what's happened in the last 48 hours? The misogynist appoints the first ever woman to be chief of staff. The Taliban announced they want peace with America and to be taken off the terrorist list. Putin came out and said that Western civilization is not an enemy. Mexico has started securing the border in, of course, response to tariff threats. Saudi Arabia is kicking out all of their Hamas leaders. New York is cleaning up their illegal migrant crisis. Xi Jinping came out and said he wants to peacefully coexist with China and said that they respect American people. The European Union chief finally came out and said, hey, America, can we start buying LNG from you so they stop buying from Russian gas? Putin says he takes Donald Trump's plan to end the war with Ukraine very seriously, and Russia supports it. The Houthis are stepping back. The Hamas called for an immediate end to war.
What the fuck was that? This bit here. I'm sure he goes, who are these? As if he doesn't have a clue who they are.
The Houthis are stepping back. The Hamas called for an immediate end to war. He's calling for term limits in from Congress so that way people like Nancy Pelosi stop being forever members. Stock markets and crypto hit all-time highs. He sent Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton into depression. Because of all of this amazing news, white, liberal, ugly women are now refusing to have sex with men. America is in fact being made great again. Donald Trump's not
fucking
Cheers.
There you go.
For, I'm going to specifically single out John and Yanni on this one for the Americans on the panel. John,
Indeed.
what are your thoughts out of everything that you've just seen there? What are your thoughts behind this?
You know, like it's like there's an expression, "Daddy's home," that comes to mind. It's like you know, the kids, like try to like get all their shit like like shoved in the closet, try to hide like any wrongdoing, whatever, like like straighten up as much as possible. But the thing that I find absolutely hilarious though is all these 4B women, complaining that they're going to be, basically made into handmaidens. And so their response to this has been to shave their heads, start wearing COVID masks, and then they have like, these big chunky pearls that are blue wrapped around their wrists. And it's like, you would have looked better in a handmaiden's gown.
Yes.
Yep.
They're complaining about being put in uniforms and segregated from society,
right?
While
And
at the
so
same time putting themselves in uniforms and segregating
yes,
themselves.
Exactly. And that's the point I'm getting at. It's absolutely hilarious, and like they look even more foolish.
This is self-flagellation in just another form, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they are literally cutting their noses off to spite their faces.
Yes, very much.
But
yes, ladies, make the rest of us look better. Go on.
And the good news is for obviously the American men out there, now you can easily spot them and dodge those bullets.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. And the hilarious aspect of that too is like, had they not been loose whores to begin with, like, they wouldn't have to like, do this things that, and just, it's hilarious. Like, they're like, well, now we're not going to have sex with you. It's like, well, yeah, that was kind of like the point to begin with. So,
my initial reaction to that was good. I was like,
yeah,
right?
so the
we
thing
can
that
agree on these terms.
The thing that I took from it was that conservative Americans have recently been crying out for women to be more conservative, be less, whorish. And in response to Trump winning, they've gone, right, well, we're going to be more conservative and less whorish.
Exactly.
And then everyone, all the other conservative dudes are going, okay, great, I'm glad we're all getting along.
We're all celebrating. We are.
See, he is bringing the country together.
That's right.
Yep.
Make America more conservative again.
If you were to ask me in the 90s, I would have never believed it, but hell yes, please. It's so wild. We're seeing the Republican Party. We're seeing what is considered the right now would have been left in 90s, early noughts.
Yeah.
It's so wild how it's developed and changed. But yeah, John, I think that's a very good way to put it. It is like daddy's home, and now all the kids are like, oh fuck, hide everything. Oh shit, clean up the stuff.
Yep.
Like try and do all the shit that you're supposed to do. Stay out of trouble. I think that's exactly
have you seen how happy Biden was when Trump came to see him?
That was weird.
Yeah,
I don't think he knows what's going on though.
We'll bring up that image in a second. I mean, the thing is, you look at the reaction the world's countries, organizations, and people are having, and it's only those that have got foundations in woke elements that are the upset ones, because now he's kind of scuppered their progress for normalization of what is simply perverted mental illnesses. In my humble opinion, he is now going to scupper their progress, and as a result, all of the woke and the left and the idealists, they're the ones that are the most upset. Everybody else has kind of said, shit, now America's going to start fucking hammering down back to where we were 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, so everybody's shit scared except for the Italians because they got a good leader.
Yeah.
Well, Meloni was, Meloni
yeah.
was pretty bad
Literally,
anyway,
that is
so-
literally the only things. Yeah, exactly. Everybody else was like, oh shit. Oh shit!
mean,
he can take his stuff away from us. I'm not
you
banal,
look at
but
the
imagine it. Yeah, I was about to say, you start. Oh my god! Literally retard against like Trump. You literally Oh my! Literally got
Starmer
free.
Look like a fucking idiot.
He will do. He's literally he's gonna get bent over, abused, and he needs to, and he's gonna like have to take it, and and unfortunately the British are gonna have to take it for the next 4.5 years.
Now the thing is, you have to go. You've got to go back 25, 30 years in UK politics to actually find a prime minister that would actually stand up against the Americans.
Right.
Because almost every
John Major.
Yeah, correct. You have to go back to John Major's time. There's not many PMs that actually turned around to the Americans and said, hold on a minute, you're talking fucking shit. Now we can work together.
So
and
what?
we'll
Sorry,
work together
Tommy,
for-
as a military person, what happened with the Americans had a strong leader and we had a Labour government? What happened?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking exactly. It's a fucking embarrassment.
Yeah, we go to war.
We'll go to war. Oh, guess what?
We're going to go to war again and again and again.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh, we're going to find those weapons of mass destruction this time.
The same thing happened with Thatcher as well, though, didn't it? Over the Falklands.
Yep.
The American president said, "No, this is the Americas. This is our sphere of interest." And Margaret Thatcher said, "Fuck off. These are our people. We're going to protect them. We don't care what you do. We're going to do what we have to do."
Correct. And Thatcher was fucking ballsy. There is a reason why they call her the Iron Lady. She wasn't particularly nice in some aspects of her political history. And definitely, I mean, the UK is no different from any other country. Politicians and leaders make fucking massive mistakes, and it fucks us right royally.
But you got this is like the thing is what she did. She got onto the Admiralty in Falklands and went, "Can you do this?" And they went, "It'll be difficult." And she went, "That means you can do it. Fucking do it." And then that's what happened. It wasn't about a case of it's too far away. It was like, it's going to be difficult. Sorry, then you can do it. Yeah. Then she did it. And the Argentinians couldn't like that too far away. No, but they don't care about that. Sorry.
Yep.
We can do it.
I mean, ultimately,
like that has been like in looking at, I suppose, modern warfare. That is the tick for the Royal Navy. Literally, what they did there, overcoming that distance and doing
Royal Navy
what they
and Royal
did,
Marines.
Yeah, is literally amazing. Yeah, but I mean, getting them assets there. What they did is amazing. Like, the Royal Marines, on the foot on the ground, but literally
it was a massive logistical fucking challenge. Massive
to do that distance and go proper, and then not get help for the Americans.
Yep.
You know, they could.
But once they were there, it was kind of like Foghorn Leghorn, where he keeps getting attacked by the chicken hawk. And he's got his hand on the top of the chicken hawk's head. He's like the chicken hawk's trying to punch, but like he's too far away. And that's how I see the Falklands War. It's like our missiles fired further than theirs, so we could
it was a range war. Yeah,
it was. It was a war over distance. I mean, the thing is you got the Royal Marines that were underground. Fine, they had their own,
and the Gurkhas. The Gurkhas
as well.
Scared the shit out of the.
Well, the thing is, they'd never come across the Gurkhas before, and they fucking terrorized them.
There was a propaganda drop by the British about the Gurkhas. So it was something stupid like 5,000 Argentinians surrendered to like 200 Royal Marines because they knew like 100 Gurkhas were down the road and they didn't want to fight them. Yeah. They just heard about
Yeah, I would
stories.
say that that wasn't even propaganda. That was just straight up telling them this is what they do.
Yep. Mask off. Yep.
Gurk, I've got a lot of respect for the Gurkhas.
Yeah.
I mean,
The worst thing
is
is we've only now, and it's we've only recently started to respect the Gurkhas, and they needed respect way past. They have more loyalty to to the British than a lot of British citizens nowadays.
And who was the biggest? Who's the biggest leader of the charge for that movement to get them recognised?
Joanna Lumley.
Was in Avengers.
Joe Lumley, yeah.
Joanna Lumley.
A real Avenger.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I want to go back to something that Crimson said
Paras
earlier.
and Scott Guards, they were there.
I want to go back to something that Crimson pointed out earlier. This one. This one right here.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that all about? Like, why would you openly admit that on the internet? If you actually off your hubby like that can be used against you, you stupid bench.
Well, they're already insane for not voting for Trump.
Yeah.
Well, some people are just blue no matter what. Vote blue no matter what. That's the kind of attitude you have with some
that's
people.
mental.
It's fucking mental.
But go ahead and be idiotic and put evidence up online. If you're going to be that much of a shithead to actually go through with poisoning somebody because you disagree with them politically, please be an idiot and put all the evidence out there so we can have them locked away for as long as possible.
This is what they were suggesting.
Yes. Yeah. So gross.
But she was
Aquatofana, didn't she do the one who did that Scuttlebutt song?
Aquafina,
that was Aquafina.
Yes, it is the same poison, Jack. It is 100% the same poison. Anybody that fucking drinks from that furry cup is going to die.
But Harris got predicted just because their firm states 226, and then she won 226. It's like that, and like, but you look at the red. I love it because even the red to the blue on the district map. Oh, that's hilarious. It's just like anybody thinks that like I'm right. No, your district has more number votes. That is it. That's the difference.
Oh, what did I see today with regards to
it was hilarious.
When I was
like it was so like it was so like you could it was like if you took out the days like when Reagan did that whitewash, like, but like literally you can just see it, literally the idiots, the idiot map. That was it. Like that was it was quite amusing to see. Like I do like the British politics because like when they happen, you get all the different colours and you get all a lot of things, and you know what's going to happen. So like, this was like the red and the blue just going switch, and like even like Chase, what's his name? Chase, the libertarian, Chase. I can't remember. Like when he started getting more numbers as well, in taking it away from the blues, it was just like their own straights, like their own like firm states. I can't. It was just like you absolutely things, and then going CNN just kept them going. Yeah, so these are early days. These are early numbers. They might change, and you're like, and then they showed it. This is what happened the last 4 years, and the last 4 years, and the predictions were literally the maths did not lie, and they just kept saying these are early numbers, these are early days, this is things. It was hilarious to see. They just kept lying to themselves.
As somebody who has 2 degrees, they're fucking meaningless. They don't mean anything to anybody.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've got 2 degrees. I'm not American, and yet I still think Donald Trump is infinitely better as a candidate.
Yeah. But the thing the issue I have with this, sorry Smooth, I'll let you go in a second. The issue I have with this is because it promotes an elitism that the degrees mean that you're more eligible or more in control of the narrative. And the thing is that all of this does is say that everybody that voted for Donald Trump hasn't got a degree and therefore is less of a person as a result. Now, my response was now do the same for illegal immigrant voting.
Right.
Yeah, no shit.
Nice.
It's amazing how much we say that 100%. You can only be a person of any kind of value. You can only be a person of intelligence if you've gone into massive amounts of debt to get some pieces of paper. And I know I'm degrading education in a lot of ways by saying that, and I don't, I'm being hyperbolic here. I'm being sassy. But it's absurd that that's
Sassy.
the only it's the only avenue for which getting any credibility at all. There's so many issues with it, and I resent it.
Arrogance and ignorance are often intertwined, and like the more arrogant you become, the more ignorant you tend to be, and so like a lot of people that are highly educated are highly ignorant, and
it's actually called the Dunning-Kruger effect, isn't it? It's a well-established observation.
I interrupted Smoo earlier. Do you want to just finish off what you were going to say, mate?
It doesn't surprise me that Trump won, because at the end of the day, if you look at the last 4 years, America turned to shit. All the policies that the Democrats have been pushing for were counteractive against the country. They constantly sent money to countries that don't fucking need it. Sorry, but that's just the way I see it. And at the end of the day, they had everything going against them, because you had a president who was hiding in a bunker for all of COVID. You had a VP that was so unsympathetic to the American people. She constantly had to bring up that she was from the middle class. I mean, that's a surefire way of, and she wasn't exactly, and that's a surefire way of actually discouraging people from voting for you. I'm just
my father was a toolmaker.
Yeah.
They've also got they've got silly Bents here, like AOC, who says stupid shit like it's better to be morally right than factually accurate, and actually no, it doesn't.
She was morally wrong and factually inaccurate when she was talking to the border czar, and he told her to, in the most polite way, to go fuck herself when she was bringing up the border policies. And I was actually very happy that he did, because more people need to tell AOC to just sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
I'm going to show that in a second. Stasis, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'm going to say, because we got a great demographic across the board here. We got Americans, we got like the Europeans are going to guess it, and the Brits. Now, the Brits don't have to answer this, because I know the answer. Now, in the 90s, Tony Blair came out with a stupid thing: you cannot get a job unless you've got a degree. That was the big push. You need to go to university.
Yeah, it's totally stupid.
Like, it was absolutely thing. And now it's now the degree. I suppose, like, things, you get people given stupid degrees, limited knowledge, no life experience. Like, they are, like, they believe they're the best because they went to college and they came. I'm going to be stupid here, but they came out with a David Beckham degree. You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
just thinking of that one.
Yeah, exactly. But there's sociology. Sociology is the biggest degree in the UK now, but nobody goes through with sociology. Now,
do you not have a women's studies course?
No, well, probably there is. Probably
it is.
I was saying now we got the Germans, and the Americans here. Now, college is probably the push for the Americans. I can't answer that, but is that an actually push in Germany? You only can get a job with a degree. And is that in the things? Because now it's now turned around in the UK. Is now people are getting businesses are going, your degree means crap. You're absolutely. I'd rather you having literally. I would rather have somebody who started, their working experience at 18, sodded off university, and when they're in like 25. Actually has that business nuance instead of wasting their time getting a stupid degree that they do not use. And I mean that is because you get so many people. I've got a degree. Are you going to use it? I work at Asda.
So,
that's the thing. So, like with the Germans and the Americans.
Yeah. Question for the panel. So, carrying on from what Stasis has said there. Is that the similar push in America and Germany and across on the continent? And can I get a rough show of hands how many people on the panel have actually got a degree or more?
Through the Royal Air Force.
Yeah, like I say, I got two of them.
Yeah, I got two.
I know Abe's got two. Hanayama?
I got mine in nutritional science.
So, Smoo, you haven't?
Nope.
Yanni?
I have not.
Neither have I.
Really?
Correct.
He can't reach the desk. Right. Could never reach the desk.
I jumped out. I mean, the thing is, the fucking desks are really tall, so I need one of those chairs with a fucking lift. But
1 degree is too high.
Need a ladder.
Mate, it's massive. I need a fucking pogo stick just to get around fucking steps. But that
You need a fucking
aside,
bouncy castle.
that aside, I mean, the thing is I was halfway through college and I said, I'm not fucking learning anything. I just walked out and walked straight into the military.
That's right.
The degree for me meant nothing.
Yeah.
And every single job that I've had since leaving the military have all had the checkbox, you need a degree for this job, and every single one of them I've either excelled at or been promoted straight through.
Yeah.
Because the degree did not mean jack shit. What meant something was the fact that when I was in the armed forces, I learned a trade, and that was my engineering.
100%.
That was my electronics engineering, and I had the discipline behind me and the mindset of someone who's just going to crack on and do the work.
Yep, and quite honestly, with what you're doing, Tomby, you know, like those are what I have my degrees in. I have associates for systems engineering and network infrastructure, and a bachelor's for interactive design and game development, which is just fancy ways of saying I spend. It's a fancy way of saying I spend a lot of time sitting behind a computer, you know, and anybody who does that has just as much capability to, you know, gain those skills and abilities if they have the aptitude and the willingness to actually put themselves into it, you know, like whether you have talent or not, that's a, you know, inborn kind of thing that we all have varying degrees of, but skill building anybody can do from anywhere. Like one of my first videos when I made my Awesome Deck channel that has since turned into just Problematic White Guy was, you know, buy a Steam Deck and don't go to art school, because you could actually do more with the Steam Deck, you know, today than I did with, like, you know, what the equipment that we had there was 20 years ago when I was going. And, you know, like if you have that willingness to actually just do the thing, then you'll do it. And if you do it, you know, you don't even have to have anybody there to, like, you know, try to cattlegate you or, like, you know, like the foundations of DEI, which is this thing that we all find to be completely abhorrent, started in narrative design. You can't spell design without DEI. And so, like, that's where they started putting it and threading it in to begin with. Because the idea was that you want to tell your stories, you want to do all this kind of stuff. Well, you have to hit all these things first and, like, make sure that, like, all this stuff that we say is, you know, important for reinforcement, and kind of it just gets away from the ideas of actually having good play mechanics, having, like, you know, a killer loop of just kind of like, you know, that twitch factor. And, you know, actually just being able to tell a story, you know, like it. And here's the thing, like, if you have a good enough game, you can have, like, a really amazing, rich, deep story that nobody gives a shit about, and people still play the game. Like, that's Metal Gear. That's the Metal Gear series. Most people don't even know what Metal Gear is about, and they don't even want to know. They just want to play as Snake. You know,
I just want to turn into a box and camouflage and get little apostrophes across the bad guys' heads when they go pink. Jack, go.
Just punch guards in the dick.
Yeah. So the majority of my skill I've learned outside of college, university, school, etc., etc. I learned how to program games on my own, and I learned programming languages on my own. I didn't go to university or anything like that, and that was just simply because my dad was a programmer. He actually went to, you know, get degrees in mathematics and all that kind of stuff, and he worked as a programmer for 30 odd years. I've never worked as a programmer, and I enjoy it as a hobby, and I just went out and got books from the library, and then obviously as soon as YouTube came around, there was always some Indian guy that would teach you, you know, how to do it next, you know. And there was a lot of like free software that you could get that were sort of like breaking the boundaries between you know, like originally that it was very difficult to get into sort of game programming, because obviously the earlier consoles, they relied on learning machine language, do you know what I mean, assembly, all that kind of stuff. As the levels of abstraction with coding languages became more you know, abstract, as I was saying, the software that came along with it sort of broke down the boundaries between having to have a computer engineering degree, and now you can, like, Now you don't need it. Now you can download some software. You can go and look at a video on YouTube, or you can go and read a book. And it's all these inbuilt functions, etc., etc. It made it so much easier for people to sort of break through that barrier. And so my point, I guess, is that you don't necessarily need to go to university and college anymore in order to get yourself a good skill set, as John said earlier. Now, to respond to your thing that you said, Tomby, about what you were saying about like employers are now saying your degrees are worth fuck all, basically. I think it's a combination of a couple of things. Originally, it was like you needed to have those degrees because you were. It was almost like a pre sort of qualification, wasn't it? And now we're getting to the stage where employers are, well, from in my opinion, I would think that employers are looking at people who have degrees and going, you've just spent like 3 years to 7 years in university. You are going to be a fucking nightmare to work with.
Yeah,
because of the indoctrination the indoctrination that comes with universities and colleges nowadays. You're going to be a fucking nightmare to work with.
That reminds me of a quote from Good Will Hunting. If you've ever seen that,
great movie.
Long time.
Yeah,
how do you like them apples?
Exactly. And there's another quote that perhaps people sort of missed a bit. Is that you wasted?
It's not your fault.
No, not that one. You wasted $150,000 on an education you could have got for $1.50 in late fees at the public library.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Jack, I'm very much exactly the same. So all of my programming I'd learned by trial and error and doing. And now, I mean, I left the armed forces in 2009. Some 15 years later, IT became my actual fundamental job in 2019, 2020. So I've actually been a senior IT consultant for 4 years. It's always been the passion. It's always been the hobby. It's always been the thing that's really drawn my attention. Computers, consoles, you name it, PCs, everything in between. Give me technology, any form of electronics. I want to know how it works. I want to know how to program it. I want to know how to do stuff with it. So I ended up just learning quite a few languages just by doing exactly the same. You pick up books, you purchase them, you go to the library, you get them, you do YouTube, you do Google. The University of Google will teach you so much in how to do certain things. And for me, it was just trial and error. And I learned. And now I do it as a full-time job. And it's fucking amazing because it is what my passion is where my hobby is. And that's why I like doing it. But the degree, I've never felt that I've been held back by the lack of degree. The only thing I look at the last 20 odd years and think, how different would my life been if I went to uni to do physics and computer-based science and everything in between? What position would I possibly be in? But do I have any regrets? Nah. I'm fucking living a dream.
No.
The biggest difference is you probably know like a handful less cunts that are very like, you know, up their own ass and around the corner about their ideas.
I'm not going to name names, but let's just say this. International students in the UK, we call it a 1-1.
Yes.
Yeah? They are guaranteed a 1-1. Do you know why?
Because they paid for it.
No, yes, exactly. Because this is from people I know who grade the university degrees. They cannot give, even if they say they're shit and they want to give them a 2-2 or whatever, they will still get a 1-1 because when it gets to their reports at the end of the year, they gave all the international students a 1-1. They do that the same with other students. Even if they're absolutely crap, they cannot foul anyone. They cannot foul anyone because you know why? It hurts their funding. Sorry, Abe. It hurts their funding. So what they do is up the levels because if their levels are there consistently, even if it's bullshit, they will get the funding more. So all their students could be crap, absolutely dribbling pieces of shit. They will get a good degree because they meet that quota that will get them the funding.
Yeah.
Sorry,
go for it, Abe.
Yeah, I was just going to say, at one of the institutions I studied at, not one of the ones I was locked up in.
Yeah,
I can hear you thinking it.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah,
can you hear, Jake? Abe, just one by. We're not real. Come back into the room. Come back in the room.
I know, right? I'm having a hardcore fight club right now. Moment right now. I'm having like another 8 different personalities going on.
Stay away from the light. Stay away from the light, Abe.
You're not actually on a panel show. You're just punching yourself in the face.
Or punching Greg in the penis again.
Yeah. And a third of the students that attended that institution were of the international kind that you're describing. And ironically, they were some of the most xenophobic, close-minded people I'd ever met.
Yeah.
They'd have little parties
they stick to
just
their
for
cliques.
themselves. Yeah. They wouldn't invite anyone else. Yeah. It was just annoying.
They're there for the I attended such and such.
The attended
when
ticking
they
the
go
box.
back. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's massively dangerous in many ways that these people are getting degrees which they believe elevates their. The thing is that all they're getting it is something that elevates them in society in their own countries.
Right.
Doesn't actually fundamentally teach. And I've got a big problem with fucking universities, exams, and all that shit anyway, because ultimately the exam is just your ability to parrot back on paper what you've been taught over the last 4 years. Doesn't mean that you actually fundamentally understand the subject.
Yeah, that's teaching you culture. It's a culture that you're being taught, and it's not actual real life application in a lot of different ways.
But
not all the time, but commonly.
I slightly disagree.
But the thing is, I got somebody, I know a mate who's got a sports science degree. Great, he got a sports science degree, and now he works in the national highways doing tarmacking as a director for Britain. I'm like, that because he had a degree. All their stipulation is you need a degree. Fuck knows what it meant. You just needed that degree. Sports science, fucking doing tarmacking.
But these are the people who also will try to get you to go along with their appeals to authority because they see the degree itself as one of those steps to being an authoritarian.
Exactly.
And that they're not to be trusted. The more that you kind of fall in line with that mindset, the worse off you are for humanity.
Yeah, go for it, Jack.
So I just wanted to sort of go on what you were saying about parroting things that you've just learned over the past 3 years or whatever. In some cases, I would say yes, but there are certain disciplines, I guess, where you need to have practical knowledge. Like, so for example, a chemical engineering degree, that sort of thing.
100%.
You need to know how to work in a laboratory. You need to know how to perform tests. You need to know how to analyze things. And you need to have the practical knowledge of how to set up the glassware and stuff like that, how to work in a safe environment, like even something as simple as, not fucking brewing, not distilling alcohol without a fume hood, for example, or how to actually set up the distillation equipment for, distilling the alcohol. If you haven't got that, there are certain things that, yes, it's easy to learn how to do that. You could go on YouTube. There are plenty of chemistry channels on YouTube, and they're constantly, doing this sort of thing. But there are certain little insider sort of tricks of the trade, like with building. You get your city and guilds, that sort of thing. Yeah, you can parrot that as much as you like, but
City and guilds.
City and Guild, yeah. You can parrot things from a textbook as much as you like, but there are certain tricks of the trade that you actually need the practical experience of doing.
I would argue against that because, trade smithing in and of itself will still teach you that sort of thing. I became an FDA certified phlebotomist after I got done with art school, right? And that was only because my sister was the physician sub that they had on staff, And, like I became more, needle proficient than third year med students. And I did that like in under 6 months. And I became, like I said, FDA certified for it. So even that in and of itself was kind of like, what is a certification really?
Fundamentally, and I completely agree with you there, because there are nurses that work in the NHS that like literally just throw the needle into you and it's in the vein, or it's in there. And there are doctors who have studied for much longer or whatever, and they've got a discipline, and they wouldn't even know how to do it. You know what I mean? Because they're out of practice, completely out of practice. The nurses who do it every single day.
Fundamentally, my point. I just want to make one point on the exams. I don't think the exam should weight 60 to 80% of the total pass.
Amen.
I think it should be 80% practical.
Yep.
Doing stuff with your hands, getting involved, and having something of substance at the end of it. That should be 80, even 90% of what your total grading should be.
Because can you imagine doing that to a carpenter?
Honestly, to what you're saying there, Tomby, when I got my FDA certification for being a phlebotomist, I went in and I worked every day, and like I just had like somebody kind of like watching over me while I was doing the actual practical work.
Yep.
And then when it got to the point in time where I had done enough hours, that's when they did the test, and the test was open book.
Yeah.
So it was literally just like, we just need to make sure that you go through and like actually know how to like, look for information. But ultimately, you're not even going to be allowed to do that testing until you actually have some degree of skill and trust, to actually not
But I think they do that. Like, I think they do that very, like me and Tommy probably agree completely on this. They do that heavily in the military. They go into your tests. You're like, you've got to go like the Royal Air Force is 80%. You've got to get 80% pathway, but it's literally minor. You have to do your practical. Unless you do the job and you can do it well, they don't pass you. It's like you've got to have an understanding of what you're doing, but can you do the job? In the military, that is the role. Because one thing, if you don't do the role, people are going to die. But in civilian life, it's a lot of the jobs now. Like I'm not going to diss on the young people, but I think they get misled because a lot of the degrees they do. No, but a lot of the degrees they do are pointless. It's not what they're going to go. Like, what do you want to do? I don't know yet. Do this degree. Why the fuck am I doing that degree? Because you just got led there. And there's an incent of these teachers before you get to that. I mean, like, I'm guessing in America it'd be called high school, secondary school in the UK. Is literally they're not educating them where where your path lies. They're literally, it's not that. It's literally just get a degree. Just get a degree. What any degree? Just get there.
Just get the degree, ticking the box.
Yeah, I sent them to college. I sent them to university. Yes, we got that person there. Sorry, what did you do? Got them to the Royal Marines. Fucking well done. Because that's what that person wanted to do. They didn't want to go and do things. They wanted to be a grunt. They wanted to be, a US Marine or whatever. They wanted to do that. They get more nuance of their career. Because like you say, if you go to look at it, the average work span is 4 years in a job. 4 years. 22 years. Pension done, dusted in the military. And I'm not saying military to everyone, but to some people that is a good life. But people don't get directed which way they want to go. They get you just got to do what the sheep are doing. The sheep are doing this, do what the sheep are doing. Trade schools, learn a trade, be a plumber. Jesus, if somebody come back to me back when, by the way, you're going to earn some good money being an electrician or a plumber. Now they'll be like, fuck me, what? Gee, look at the money they earn. Why? Because there's not enough of them. It's everybody, because everybody did that thing. Anyway, sorry.
Let Abe go.
Do I have to? Because Abe's a bit of a dickhead.
Fuck off.
Well, just to echo the point that Tommy made earlier, I've got a little story, right? There was a guy who was in one of my classes. He was the top of the class. And we were going through a module in which we were talking about the industrialization of the early Soviet Union. Now, what was great about this lecturer is that he didn't just say, this is what happened, memorize it. He actually challenged us to say, how do you think they did it?
Yeah.
And so the topic of pig iron came up, right? It was one of the main things that they developed in the early stages of the Industrial Revolution of the Soviet Union to bring their economy up to a Western standard. I mean, they never quite really realized it, but... And then after we had a post-discussion, this guy turns to me and he says, so pig iron doesn't have anything to do with pigs, right?
Oh. Fucking Jesus.
I said, no. Top of the class, because he was excellent at regurgitating things he'd memorized.
Yes.
He didn't spend a second thinking about any of it.
No.
Exactly. And that's exactly the issue, is that you teach these kind of skills, but it doesn't actually teach you critical thinking. And I think that's something that we're really missing in a lot of schools, public, college, wherever. We need critical thinking and actual application. And to your point, just to kind of echo a little more here, I just got permission on the phone using my husband as an example. So all of us were
Allegedly.
My alleged husband. That's it. You're all very much
silly woman.
That's what he said. That exactly what he said.
That is
like,
probably. He's just like, text me. Shut up. No, we were all very, not just encouraged, but practically forced, at least our generations, to go to college. Doesn't matter what you're going to get. Doesn't matter what your interests are. Does not matter. It doesn't give a fuck what your strengths are, because screw that, go get a damn degree. My strengths were always in the creative side of things, but
fingering.
Yep, exactly.
Fingering is
but that was discouraged. Doing anything in the arts, doing anything creative was actively discouraged. Go to school, go get a degree. I tried going to school, and during that time, long story short, my life got fucked. My husband, he went to college. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. He didn't know what the hell he wanted. Long story short, he ended up with an arts degree. He's a loading dock manager now. And that's that.
It's a massive disconnect, isn't it?
You don't know what we want at that time. Yeah, you don't know what you want to do at that time. You don't have any practical experience. You don't have real life experience. You don't know what you want to get. So why are we telling kids, hey, go get in thousands and tens, hundreds, thousands of dollars in debt and make a huge decision that's actually not going to apply to real life?
Okay, here we go. This is a great one for the whole panel. Exactly on that point. What would you tell your 18-year-old self now?
I told my nephew specifically to go buy a Steam Deck and learn how to do stuff, like immediately through.
No, I mean, like
University.
if you went back, like not like that, but let's see, you went back, you could go back to time and go tell your 18-year-old self, let's do
this properly. Yeah. Let's do this properly. So, John, what would your response? I'm going to go round the panel. Yeah. Everyone's going to get a chance.
If I could tell my 18-year-old self, I'd be like, look, dude, in about a year, you're going to be offered to be like a professional model, and like there's going to be some crazy woman who wants to marry you. Go do the modeling and and save your money. And that would be a very different reality for me. But instead, I made other choices. So yeah, no, clearly just live your life and don't be worried about having degrees or anything like that to show for anything, because it's largely debatable whether you even need them, even for the game industry nowadays. Like, part of the reason it's fucked up is because the people that they hire are just their friends or people that fall in line with the kind of ideology that HR likes and approves of. So you get on-job training no matter where you go.
Yep. Jack?
Yeah.
Well, I'm lucky enough to have left school at 16, not gone into tertiary education until I was in my 30s. So I went and traveled the world. I went, all over Europe and everything. And I although I knew I could do it in the shower and etc. I didn't actually start doing my first profession, until I sort of started traveling the world, and that was singing. I'm actually a professional singer, and not a lot of people know that. But my first job was being a professional singer. My mom is a singer as well. And so
it is a drag act. Just to let you know.
Very demure.
This is why most people don't know, because he's normally behind makeup.
My God, no, he does Tina Turner really well.
I do.
Them legs,
Turner.
you don't see them legs. Them legs are brilliant.
So, me telling my 18-year-old self, by that time I was already in my first career, which is, being a lounge singer, basically, a lounge lizard. I didn't get into tertiary education until I actually had a calling for, doing chemistry and stuff like that. It was something that I discovered that I wanted to do way after I'd passed my GCSEs. You know what I mean? I luckily I did my GCSEs, and chemistry was one of them. But like I say,
are you Walter White?
You goddamn right.
But we're Tina Turner legs.
Exactly.
Because you are a black woman.
I am. Yes, I identify as a black woman.
Yeah. Next person. So Yanni.
Oh, let's hear. Sorry, it gets a little heavy for me because that was actually a really dark time in my life.
Yeah.
But what I would simply tell myself, I've been thinking on this. Sorry, gonna get emotional. My husband's gonna understand this. I would love to go back in time and tell my 18-year-old self, you're not actually stupid. Go find your strengths and go find out who you really are.
Bless your heart.
Yep.
Yeah, fully support that. Yeah. Abe?
Yep.
Big hugs in chat for Yanni, by the way. Big hugs in chat.
Yeah.
I love you. Sorry.
Hearts.
It takes a lot of bravery and a lot of effort to say that, so appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I need more 18-year-olds to hear that.
I would say, one day, mate, you're going to be in a pub in London and you're going to meet some twat called Stasis Geek. Don't trust him. He's going to try and put you in a cage. Just run.
Fucking run.
Just say no.
Perfect.
It was Tomby's fault. He said hi first.
It's fucking course it is.
It's always Tomby's fault.
Stacey Queef, what would you tell
No, go around, because I asked a question. Go around the others.
All right, then. We'll go around Hairy Enema.
Literally the wrong person to ask next.
Okay, do the DJ.
I would tell myself to be a lot less lazy and actually take education seriously, because I've been fucking lazy when I was 18. I didn't take college seriously or anything like that. And I canceled my first apprenticeship after 2.5 years, even though I had like 6 months left, and just listened to the teachers who said, you don't have a fucking chance of actually making it through that apprenticeship as a logistics manager. Well, in hindsight, it was nowadays I would say it was a good choice not to do that job, because it is a scummy job to be in. But I would say take education more seriously. Get an actual job that you want to do instead of being stuck with a job that you fucking hate.
Yeah,
or do more degrees nowadays, probably, or do a trades job, because that's going to be worth more than a fucking degree these days, especially now.
So, all done.
What about you, Tomby?
I was just saying to Smooth, all done.
Oh.
Yeah. He looks like he's all done. He's just not going to respond.
I'm done.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's about to sneeze.
I mean, the thing is that I made a massive decision when I was 18 to leave full-time education because, to be honest, I didn't feel like I was achieving anything. I didn't feel like I was learning anything. I was in my second year of college, and I was doing A-levels in maths, physics, further mathematics, and design technology. And with 4 subjects on the go, and the potential of another bit of time up until the exams, and really getting frustrated with the whole college bit, where I just really didn't feel like I was learning anything. I've always been, and whilst it does sound like I'm blowing my own fucking horn here. I've always been ahead of what the rest of the classes, their development level. So most of my schooling and stuff like that, I could have been starting my A levels easily, probably at the age of 14, 15, but I was a little bastard when I was at secondary school, which is probably the main reason why I didn't. So me making the decision at 18 that I would sooner blow shit up and shoot people being the future for me, I do look at that time and think, do you know what? Stick with the college, go to university to do what my passion was at the time, which was all about quantum physics and a few other things in between. And look at where, knowing my nature now and knowing my hobbies is all surrounding IT, computer-based science and whatever, where I would be at this point in time. I would 100% definitely have been heavily involved in AI development and God knows what else I could have thrown my hand at, because science, me, technology go the thick as thin. Fucking most people know me by now in terms of that. So if I was to turn around to my 18-year-old self, I'd have said, stick with college. You've only got 6 months left. Pass your exams, because exams for me was regurgitation, photographic memory when I was a kid anyway. I've been lazy and not really used that skill set in a while. So I could have just sweated straight through an exam in piece of piss time. Get your ass into university, do your computer-based sciences, do your physics, and then just have an enjoyable time. And I could have started what I started in 2020 as an IT consultant. I could have literally started 25 years ago. That's what I tell myself. Nice. And have fun while you're doing it, because I mean, if you're not having fucking fun, what's the fucking point? Stacey,
cheers.
In very short, and I'll explain what I mean by this, is leave now, and she's a psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much. Now, I was probably different to Tomby. I actually always wanted to be in the Royal Air Force. Always wanted to be. So I pushed to do my qualifications, and then I went to college and picked the qualification I wanted for my trade. This is what I want to do, blah, 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 blah. And it was only when I was actually 18 that I found out I was dyslexic. And they were like, how the hell did you get what you got? Because of what you got. And literally I was like, oh, well, yeah, it's like, yeah. So, but on the mindset that I had to keep me joining the Royal Air Force completely quiet from all my family.
Yeah.
Because they were so bohemian hippies, I suppose. They were dead against it, because literally now I know is where that probably my mindset for the Royal Air Force, all right, because I'm adopted. My real family are very different to my adopted family, and literally from that mindset of this is what I drive to, I had to go with my cousin's mate, Brett, in the work clothes, pretend we're going to paint and decorating, and then go and him dropping me off, getting a suit to the Royal Air Force, recruitment office. Get applied, get all the tests done, as you do. Tomby will know about it, and then come back and go, listen to, so you want to be a baby killer?
Yeah.
And then until that, I haven't spoken to my adopted family since I was 27. I am now 44. So that is literally from that. And at the time, I, of course, was in a toxic relationship. And, of course, at the time, you think it's the greatest relationship you've ever had, because it's amazing. What. Got married too early, got divorced way too young. Let's say that. And, that happened. So if I had the things is stand your ground, be single, do what you want to do not listen to anybody else, and do it now. Because I had to wait till I was 21 until I joined up, even though I got everything when I was 19. So I would now say to myself is listen to your heart. And I think that is what we're missing, a lot of people, is listen to your heart. And you get that, I suppose, you get that pull from other people But now, literally, when you get over that certain, you get that point. It's just like fuck everyone, fuck it. This is just me. You know, it's the people you love around you. You know, if you got kids, literally they rule your world in a great way, and it's at a point where you wish you could go back and just go, look, mindset. And when you get when you're younger, you're a bit of a knob. And I'm going to say that everybody definitely was a bit of a knob. You've done those things. You're like, oh, fuck me. Oh, lucky smartphones weren't out then.
Right?
Yeah. If you don't look back on your life and cringe, then nothing has changed.
Yeah, but now that's why I was thinking certainly like people saying like the kids today are fucking stupid, blah blah blah. Like, oh, they've got to be clever though. They've got to be clever because everything online is forever. If you think you've deleted it, it's forever. And that's the thing, is the hardship of like what we like in it, like what so we got like 80s kids here. And then to like grown up in that 90s period, Guns N' Roses ending, the Kurt Cobain killing himself, and then the bloody Spice Girls coming together.
This is a reason I was going to say this next thing. This is a reason I was going to say the next thing. Is it because we're all of a certain age within this group? A few of you are obviously slightly younger, but you get the idea. Is it because we're all of a certain age, we can look at it ourselves and say, fuck it, go with what your fucking gut is? We weren't as confused as the kids coming through schools and colleges nowadays.
You couldn't do that.
They don't know their arse from their elbows.
You couldn't. Yeah, no, but I think
I was really hoping that Tomby was going to launch into a massive tirade defending the Spice Girls. Then,
I mean, okay. Give me. I bet you.
Ginger Spice always.
No.
Oh yes, for real.
I bet you every panelist here has one or two people, teachers. They have that teacher that ran away, who was a pussy, that they can manipulate. And then they had that teacher, when they said, sit down, you fucking sat down and be quiet. You would have had that fucking teacher. Nowadays, they're so, I suppose, I'm going to call the Americans that liberalism, they're not there. Literally, because they might want to fucking sit down, do it, listen to me. But they're so scared of that backlash, not from just the parents, the governors, or whatever, you know, like getting that I could lose my job because I've said fucking sit down. Yeah,
they will get fired for being too quote unquote too hard.
Yeah,
that may change soon, though. Like getting rid of the Department of Education here seems to be high on the docket.
Yeah, but it's got to be. Yeah, but you've got to the mindset of them teachers. Those bad teachers are still in, not just in the US system. They're across the world. They're in the European system. I think because they've got this whole point of like Starmer said, we're gonna get you another 10,000 teachers. Are they real teachers? Are they good to be a teacher? No, like I always think I like educating. I like teaching as a corporate level. I like doing that. But there's a difference between teaching that and I suppose like what do you think? 7 to 11-year-olds and 11 to 18-year-olds. There's a difference. There are two different teaching levels. This is the problem. You've got bag eggs in there who are teaching your kids our kids now.
Let Jack go, and then I'm going to show John something. And I'm going to say Spice Girls no. Jack.
I was just going to say I think that education started to take a downward turn when we stopped. Not just education in school, but education in the home as well took a downturn when we decided to shun corporal punishment. Now, anyone who's been in the military here knows what a bee sting is, yeah?
Yep.
You know what a bee sting is, yeah? And you don't make mistakes after you've had a fucking bee sting, do you? Yeah, or you make far less mistakes.
You make far less of them.
Yeah.
If you're not stupid.
The point is, I think that if we were able to, if there wasn't so much shame in corporal punishment, then kids nowadays would have a lot more respect for education and the world around them.
Jack, I 100% agree with everything. And do you know, I can actually pinpoint the precise moment it happened. 1987, when they banned British Bulldog in the playground.
Mm-hmm.
After that point in time, kids were no longer allowed to rough and tumble. It all started going down. Then the kids, the following year or the year after, was the first the kids are allowed to tell the mums and dads to fuck off and divorce their parents.
Yeah.
It all stemmed with the British Bulldog being removed from the playground. Because
And
too many kids
for the British people, obviously.
Yeah.
What's British Bulldog?
So
British Bulldog is.
Go for
on,
it, Jack.
Tomby.
I'll let you go. Go for it.
British Bulldog is it's a playground game. Is it? Am I thinking of the right one where you link arms and then you've got to rush the line? Basically, there's a line.
Red Rover.
No, it's almost. So you've got a whole line of fucking kids on one side of the playground, and you've got one child that's in the middle, and everybody on that line has got to get to the other side of the playground without getting tagged. So the idea is that people run past, anyone that gets tagged, you're now in the middle, and as the game progresses, more and more people get in the center until you've got 2 or 3 kids left. Now the problem is that tagging,
you go rugby spearing.
Yeah. Tagging wasn't a case of tap them on the shoulder and say tag you're it. Yeah. Tagging was full jump around the body, around the neck, around the legs, clipping the backs of the legs, tripping them up with your feet, God knows what, to absolutely obliterate.
It literally was. Everybody turned into Joe Malomo.
Yeah. Everybody was.
That was every fucking person.
Yeah, it's like Red Rover with smear the queer elements.
Basically, everybody got annihilated. Now,
hold it. Sorry. By the way, does the Americans know who Joe Malomo is? And if they don't, Tomby
really
gets a
close
clip
at
of when he did what's I forgot his name. The one who was apparently having sex with Princess Diana. I forgot when he actually just ran over him.
You on about Paul Burrell?
No.
Al Fayed.
No, the rugby player. He was a.
So Jonah Lomu was just fucking massive. He was.
Bless him. Joe Malomo has passed.
Yeah,
he had some weird, degenerate bone. Was it bone or brain? I can't remember.
Brain. I think it was brain disease.
Brain. Literally, he was. Let's say you had. Who's? Sorry, I'm just gonna damn it out. Who is the greatest American footballer of all time? Quarterback. Let's say that.
You're asking the wrong person here.
Yeah, me too. My husband had to explain to me what the.
The great. If you have,
I can play football, but I can't watch it. You know,
now,
it's,
this guy.
one of those things.
Let's say he literally was the best. There has never ever been anybody like him. Even not even 50% like this guy. And like Tommy, have you got a clip of him running and tackling? Tom Brady. No, like literally this guy would literally wipe himself with Tom Brady. And I mean that in the serious ability of this guy. Literally was absolutely a godsend.
What do you want me to find? A fucking example of him playing?
Just a tackle. Literally, or like him running.
I think was it Paul Hewitt you were thinking of previously?
Maybe.
Paul Hewitt.
But literally, what he did in rugby is literally
Harry's dad.
But like, there is a great documentary out there about his life. It's not well budgeted, but it just he blooming great. It's literally here we go. It's the boom. Haka.
Fuck you. Boop.
Jesus. It's a
Mate, he was a monster. This is fucking ruthless.
Wow.
That's the one.
Fuck.
And this is when he was in his 20s.
I'm in early 20s.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like sports, but this is impressive.
Fuck off.
I will knock you over with my dick.
Fuck off. I mean, look at him go. Look at him go.
Well, even his recovery is incredible.
His recovery was insane.
Fuck you.
That's one of a kind.
He's like, for a winger, he was so big.
Yeah,
you don't get wingers. No wingers just like buttons on. Fuck off. Ooh. This runs after people.
So we're gonna stop it there, and I'm gonna put that link into chat. There you go, so you can watch it to your heart's content, guys.
But that's to say, like, that is a great. He's a legend. He is a legend.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, he's definitely like, yeah, it's
I want to just
terrible for his nation, like, and the sport. But yeah, he was a great.
He was a great ambassador for the sport. 100%. Rest in peace. Died 2015. And now, in order to answer the Spice Girls question, I'm going to share this, and this is going to turn you off the Spice Girls for fucking life.
I already am.
Oh my god!
What is that?
How do? I'm Mel B.
Is that
I'll tell you why. Because I'm a right scary bastard. You shit yourself, didn't you? Just a little bit. Bit popped out. If it ain't me periods, it's me grapes. Ooh. I've just done a drama on BBC 3. Here, I'll do a scene for you. Just warming up. You're not fucking leaving him, are you? It's best. You see me grapes? Oh, come on now. That's all I can do, Jason. The minge is kicking out, all right, pong.
Fucking my minge is kicking out, right?
Classic.
Right, okay.
It was amazing.
So for those people that are outside of the UK and probably never heard of Bo Selector, here is a fucking link. You will fucking piss yourselves with laughter. Watch the entire fucking series.
What's what's his face with the crow?
David.
Craig David.
Craig
David. With the kestrel.
With Kes.
Kes.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I just pissed myself again.
Could they do this? Could they do this? Like, they even do the Michael Jackson one's great, isn't it?
Oh, I'm gonna find it.
What's the guy who does this? I forgot his name. He's a
well, his name's Lee Francis, but it was Avid Marion was
Avid Marion.
Oh.
The character.
Oh my god, that hurt. That whole.
Now, to clarify, I wasn't saying that I listened to the Spice Girls. I'm just saying that Jerry Halliwell is hot.
You fancied her.
I just said that Jerry Halliwell's hot. You know, that's all.
And then I did a 6-3.
I do. Join the AA.
Them bastards. I was going to join AA as well, but I wanted to buy these jeans. I thought they'd look proper bow on stage. Any road, retro. Craig David here, and welcome to be
fucking Craig.
What the hell?
Honestly,
David, right?
This shit will fucking make you laugh. There's so many fucking different skits. It's the. I want to see if I can find this one.
Oh, that hurt.
I did a shit.
You laugh and it hurts the jaws. Oh,
lovely.
No, this will fucking make you laugh. It fucking best do, otherwise you go.
Oh yes, yes, the best.
Hilarious. I'll put that link in the chat for you as well, guys. Both honestly, this shit, fucking, we loved it. We fucking loved it. All the best comedy comes from the UK.
Yeah,
indeed.
I just want to cover this one off.
And all that.
Yep. I just want to cover this one off because I thought this was pretty fucking based as fuck.
Based, yes.
Up with education, down with deportation. Up with education, down with deportation.
I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country in violation of federal law. You better start packing now.
We are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the
Right,
border.
you haven't.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
I hear a lot of people say, you know,
You
the
think
talk
I was
of the mass
unqualified
deportation.
before? I'm even more unqualified.
The fact that she said that, like, why in the fuck would you say that?
Because she's a fucking idiot. She's a fucking potty mouth, and she's just muttering.
One
what's
little
someone's
brain
saying
cell
in
is
their
just
ear.
going, ah!
Yeah,
this is
raised
what
them.
happens when you have a
100%
side piece try to, like, you know, ascend the ladder, like, which is impressive
Yes, well
considering
put.
she did it on her knees. But you know, I came up with a term I'm calling Kamalified. It's when you get so high that you get to like just about the highest rung and then you fall all the way off.
Yep.
The sheer fact that her husband came out and said she's good at what she does on her knees says
Threatening to the immigrant community.
Now, if I was her husband, I would have been pretty base and said, "Nah, she's fucking shit on her knees."
It's not threatening to the immigrant community. It should be threatening to the illegal immigrant community.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there's. Families can be deported together.
Fucking based!
It is not an emergency. We are not facing a crisis. We have a president of the United States who has created a fiction about a crisis at the border, and he has held up the United States government and its workers around his vanity project called a wall.
To the criminal cartels in Mexico. You smuggled enough fentanyl across this country to kill 148,000 young Americans. You have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. And that's when President Trump gets back in office. He's going to designate you a terrorist organization, and he's going to wipe you off the face of the earth. You're done. You're done.
That's what it needs. That's what it fucking needs.
Exactly what it needs.
What the UK needs.
Let's go.
Fucking, yeah, 100%.
The entire West.
Yep. No fucking. No putting up with the fucking bullshit anymore. The world's fucking had enough of it.
Tommy, are you going to do your on that? You just freeze framed it in a very great place. Are you going to do your dildo?
You gotta work your magic, sir.
Hold on.
Yes.
I just want to
get that dildo.
Yeah, so the image is that what the fuck am I looking at?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the aftershock.
Oh no, that is wiping the jizz off the face.
Exactly.
Spider web.
Exactly.
Split.
Exactly.
Is it me or does she look like a hungry hippo there?
Yep.
I was laughing when Joe Rogan pointed out that she has 80 different accents. I was like, what does that even mean? Then I watched a compilation of her accents and it was pretty fucking funny. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, she changes it wherever she goes.
Well, that tends to happen when you're drunk most of the time, or like on a chemical
happens if you're
cocktail.
cackling cunt like her.
I would explain a whole hell of a lot.
Oh, there's a cock shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it in there.
Yes.
See, why doesn't all this shit get blurbed? God damn it.
Who says it doesn't? Who says it doesn't? I mean, let's face it. I did this one from Demonologist earlier.
Uh-oh.
Why are you not playing? There's so many good ones in that Demonologist stream. Holy shit, you shit yourself so many times. It was fantastic.
Oh my god.
I suppose you haven't done me on that one. I did. You bastard. You bastard. You bastard.
Who said? Yeah, Jack. Definitely.
Well, I just kind of wanted to sort of go because we segued away from the original subject, which was the Trump effect.
Kitty fiddling.
No, we'd finished that. So we got onto the Trump effect, I think, which was a subject or anyway. But we were talking about that, and I'd thought about it earlier. I guess we're gonna move away from it shortly. But I thought about it earlier whilst I was making a cup of coffee. Don't you think it's a bit ironic that all the people that were calling men incels and saying that MGTOW was a way of dealing with being like the fact that no women will fuck you, turned out to be incels that no one wanted to fuck, and now they're using this 4B movement as an excuse to say that, you know, oh, you know, we're not fucking any men. It's like, no one was fucking you in the first place, sweetheart.
It's a perfect case of irony, isn't it?
Right. It's like, no, I made the choice. It's like a you can't fire me, I quit kind of thing.
And in fact, Jack, you actually had the post earlier. I'm going to see if I can find it.
Oh, what, the witches one?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mate, I just need to find it because it wasn't too far in my notifications because obviously I responded. Yeah, there it is. It was the Unfuckables, wasn't it?
It might be worth bringing up that fatten rats for Harris that you've labelled in the private Discord.
Now, what is this
that I
image
suggested?
from?
It's from a film called The Witches, which is a Roald Dahl book.
The original
and
one.
They made a movie based on it in 1990. And they've actually redone it with, what's her name? The one who played Catwoman. Anne Hathaway, that's it. They redid it recently.
Here we go. A story about that I've told so many times. In the remake, she has to wear that snake suit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to fit it, my girlfriend saw her naked.
Wow. That's impressive.
And guess what I had to drive the net and stay in the car park watching TV on the little laptop there.
I was about to say, your girlfriend has seen more tits and pussy than the rest of us combined.
Yeah. But do you know what they talked about? Game of Thrones, how shit the last 2 seasons were.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, she's based.
Yep.
That's
what
amazing.
the fuck? Yanni, your other half is just, oh, mate.
What?
Private chat. So I'm just going to show this for the benefit of me and mostly Stasis. So if I turn around to the rest of the panel and said, "Have you ever seen any people marching and they TikTok?"
Oops. What?
Do you understand what we mean by TikToking?
Yes. I can't hear what you're saying, mate.
TikTok.
TikTok. TikTok.
I couldn't hear what you said. Sorry, say the whole thing again.
So myself and Stasis should know exactly what I'm just about to show on screen. But for the panel, when people are marching in the military, do you understand the term TikToking?
No.
Okay, watch this fucking shit. This is West Edmonton Mall Remembrance Ceremony yesterday.
I've seen this.
It's just fucking embarrassing. Holy
Hubby just found this and...
that shuffle halfway through is because what they're doing is they're using their left hand to go forward at the same time as their left foot, which is correct. Normally alternate either side. Fucking embarrassing. I mean, look at the fucking state of these.
I mean, it almost looks like they don't even know how to walk, never mind march.
Yeah.
There's only one person there I see raising their arms as well.
He's done some more reading since he sent that to me. He's done some more reading up since he sent that to me, and he's like, "Oh, actually, never mind. Don't share that. It seems like there's a lot more to this, and it's pretty awful." And I'm like, "Oh,
Tommy, what do you do?
In chat, but okay."
When you have to backtrack and then kick your foot.
Yeah. So
it reminds me of. It reminds me of old elderly people jogging in the mall back in like the 90s.
It reminds me of old people fucking.
How much have you seen that? Shit.
But I mean, the thing is Stasis, you'll also know this because when we're marching, what you're generally taught to do is keep your fucking thumb tucked right in and as far fucking tilted forward, so you're always maintaining a straight arm no matter what, and your arm should always come parallel to the deck when you're marching. These fuckers are all limp-wristed fucking cunts.
Well, not just that, they're all completely out of fucking sync.
And that's the other problem.
I get the sneaking suspicion some of these issues may tie into what Yanni was saying about maybe not sharing it.
I haven't had time to read up on it, but yeah, something about this is supposed to
I've got really fucking terrible knees, but if somebody said, this is what you're going to do for them, that fucking parade, I'm going to fucking take the parade, I'm going to fucking march. drill.
Are they disabled or something? Is that what it is?
They're fucking shit. You look at the disabled people fucking in the like and the
I mean,
remembrance thing.
Arguably, they're in the armed forces and we all are.
Yeah, they were in a wheelchair, and some of them fucking much better than
Okay, 15 minutes left. We're going to start wrapping up. Anybody want to cover anything off before we start going around the room?
Let's just quickly do that last thing of Joe Biden
where did it go?
greeting Trump.
Where was it? I'll talk to myself.
Yeah, you talk to yourself, mate.
Right,
I like dead air.
You've got it.
It's the last link in the chat.
Yeah, unfortunately, the problem is when people put links in after I've put stuff together and pinned the comment, I kind of like ignore it at that stage because it's kind of like my fucking time. At 6 o'clock, I'm fucking stepping away from the PC because you bastards haven't fucking done anything. Bastards. Right, anyway.
Some of us have lives. Fucking hell.
Right.
You. Like, I'm not novel. Should we ask Ickle Pickle? She can raise your door a little bit more so you can get out.
Raise my door? Why does she need to raise my door? She needs to raise my fucking chair. Bring me up a cup of tea. When was the last time Biden looked this happy? I mean, it looks like he's failing.
Fair question.
Boo Boo does not know what's going on. He doesn't know where he is.
Well, you say that.
You say that.
You say that. He not only said to Trump, "Welcome back," but in the last address that he did, he looked completely cogent.
No.
Dark Brandon is a myth.
Watch this. This is Joe Biden's been off the meds for like the last month. They've detoxed the fucker.
Yeah, he's fucking fine now.
Watch how coherent this fucking...
That was for 3 minutes straight when he was talking.
Yep.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you, please. Thank you. Good to see this cabinet and staff together here.
Get on with it.
Thank you.
Stop clapping.
200 years. Good to see you all.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good to see you all. Particularly good to see my granddaughter sitting in the front row here. Hi, Finn. How are you, honey? For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world.
What the shit?
That's not hyperbole. That's a fact. We're the people. The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully.
This guy is fucking sharp as a fucking tack right now.
What the hell is this?
Sharp as a tack.
Dark Brandon is a myth.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
by the way, there's no. Apparently, there was no auto cue.
No, there wasn't any auto cue. Nothing.
The will of the people always prevails.
Because if you look at where he's looking at the crowd and he's going left to right constantly, he doesn't do a Kamala and stay focused in the center to read off what he needs to read off. This guy is sharp as fuck.
Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump
to
congratulate him on his victory, and I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris.
And I told her, you suck!
A partner, a public servant.
You lost!
Silly woman. Campaign and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character. She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character, true character.
True character. Oh.
What?
Honestly,
Backbone like a ramrod.
Phenomenal difference. Phenomenal difference.
It is
stark.
insane.
Oh, bless him. Error 404. Gifting. The Tomby Mumbership. Fucking Jesus.
Mumbership.
You're doing better than me.
Come on, man.
Mumbleship. And Nico was gifted a membership. Thank you very much indeed, Error 404. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything else.
Joe Biden is more coherent than Tomby right now.
I know, that's what I was about to say. Like Tomby got the curse, you know.
He's probably better paid as well.
Sorry. Joe Biden has more hair.
Well,
I bet he hasn't on his fucking pubes.
Nobody has more pubes on their hair than you. You know that, and your feet.
Nobody is hairier than a hobbit, Stasis. You know
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
11s is. Steve says he must have a radio earpiece. No, he did not. He did all of this off the cuff, no auto cue,
Sharpest attack,
and with no ers or ums throughout the
I'm so
entire
confused.
thing.
I'm angry.
Yeah,
Yes.
no slurring, no weird looks on his face, nothing like that.
Oh, come on, man.
Physically
You
normal.
know the thing.
This is why we said this guy had been dosed up for the last 3 to 6 months. They had been fucking coking him up or fucking doing something to the poor bastard to slow him down. His fucking just not there.
I refer you back to the meme of there was only one vote left, and it's him walking out, and then he turns back, smiles. He votes for Trump
because this is the thing. Everybody thinks he's secretly just a Trump lover.
I wonder.
Everyone's saying it. Right, we're gonna go around the room. Let's call it there. Smooth the DJ.
Hello. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming a lot in the next couple of days. I hope my COVID situation improves a little bit, so my concentration levels are a bit higher. Just keep an eye out on Twitter and the community tab, or generally on the main YouTube channel, because that's where you mostly find the news, whether or not I will go live or not. Next time you probably see me is tomorrow for Dames and Dorks. We're going to have Johnny 64 on, or Johnny Arnett as he goes by now.
I thought you were going to say Johnny Somali then.
Fuck Johnny Somali. He can go fuck himself. But yeah, also subscribe to Gaming with Smooth. I uploaded some videos that I should have put out like months ago, like the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth playthrough. I'm going to continue recording for that during the week now that I have time for it, kind of. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Smooth. Look after yourself, brother.
Will do.
If you need anything, just give us a shout. Let's move you down there for now. Harry Enema.
Well, we're up to the usual bullshit. So basically just fucking flaming people on Twitter as they deserve to be flamed because they're shit. Obviously, next week here, as per usual. And yeah, in the meantime, it's basically business as usual.
Good. Thank you very much indeed, as always, for your time. Always a pleasure. Jackie boy.
Fuck are you looking at? Fuck off.
Fuck off, cunt.
That's it.
That's the most British response you could have given, mate.
Stacey Queef.
Fuck off.
No.
For myself, I'm not much because I've got real life shit going on. But Saturday, 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time now, we're going to do a baseball movie for our things. Trouble with a Curve. Clint Eastwood, Justin Timberlake, and Amy Adams. So we got that. Apart from that, I ain't going to stream until then. So catch us then, and yeah, I love you, Jack.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much indeed for your time, as always. Abe.
Yeah, still healing up now that I've had my stitches out. I might possibly be on Beelzebub again on Saturday, but they're talking about rolling it back another hour, so it's going to be another hour earlier. So it may start at like 7 a.m. BST.
Oh, it's a great time to stream. It's a great time.
That's when I usually roll it back as well.
Not for us, because we normally stay up all night, though, Abe.
And forward and back.
Yeah. I didn't even plan on going on Saturday. I was just up anyway, so I thought, oh, yeah, well, see if I can go on.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's about it, really. Apart from that, you'll see me here again next week.
Happy days.
So you're going to be a regular on the pub now, mate?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. That's great. Hi. I think I finished it, like, literally when Abe was talking just now. It started about here, and now I finished it during stream, though I think I fucked up the thumb hole.
Look at how fast you can knit.
Well,
nice.
Chunky weight. I think, yeah, I made this too big, so more tweaking to come, but yay!
Don't worry, you can fit something else in that hole.
Sensu beans.
That's awesome. Anyway,
Thank you. Yeah, yay gloves. So if you're interested in this yarn or anything like it, this was dyed by me over at pineandcauldron.com as usual. So you're gonna have more patterns out soon, doing more Christmassy stuff. I've also been doing a lot more over at Yarn Witch Live, so just live streaming some games. I did Don't Starve this morning. That was a lot of fun, and a lot of people were super sweet. So feel free to check it out. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much indeed.
Hands.
John.
Hola. I stream like all the time. The only day that I don't have a stream officially is Monday. So tomorrow, Thursday, I'll be doing Will of the Fans. Let's see, and then Friday I'll do reality based. Probably be on Neon Leon late in the evening. Honey Badger Arcade on Saturdays in the morning. Then on Sunday, Will of the Fans again, which is actually Doctor Who Live that we do over there on Sunday morning, which is like my most fun time of the week because I actually get to talk about stuff I enjoy. We haven't done the Jodie era yet, though, so that might change here after the first of the year. Right. And then we also do reality-based on Sundays as well, and then usually in my night with Stupenzo on Sunday. And then, like I said, I'm off on Mondays, and then I do Will of the Fans on Tuesdays. So if there's a day of the week that you're on the internet, on YouTube, you'll probably see me at least tangentially through someone else's channel at some point in time. So, and other than that, just working on the FFS Discord. Doing all I can to kind of help people get connected to that and build themselves up. And the thing that I'm working on with Scooby Pup should be out within the next couple weeks, probably right before Thanksgiving. Nice. And then we're gonna try to get her up to speed so that she's going regularly in 2025. So we'll see how it fares. So, but yeah, other than that, I'd just say safe travels ahead. Have a wonderful week going forward, and be awesome as always.
Perfect. Thank you very much indeed. Pleasure as always, John. Right, for myself, there is actually quite a lot I'm doing over the next couple of days, not just on my channel, but other people's channels. So I'm going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3 in about 2 minutes' time. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a stream with Roman of the Empire, talking about veterans films. Fuck it, I'm going. Bye, see you later.
Love you.
Bye.